Right, we're now live, so let's. Welcome back, guys, to the channel. How are we all doing tonight?
Good.
Yeah.
How are you guys?
Good.
Right,
Yeah,
first things first, let's welcome for the first time, and hopefully for some more times in the future, Jade.
Hello. Honestly, I'm really, really excited to be here. I'm really, really honoured that you invited me on. And
Well,
it's been a long time coming, to be fair. So.
Yeah, well, last time I asked you, you had to do your maid of honour thing.
I did. Yeah, I had many, many duties and women's duties, and then party duties, and.
Right, let's just show this from Ryan. Hi guys, gas for the game tomorrow. I think we all are, Ryan.
Is it in doubt?
Slightly. I think you have to be realistic as well as optimistic.
Because I fear for the fans that have gone down there.
Is this what? Is this going to be? I didn't quite hear this while I was on the watch along, but excuse me. Are you saying they're going to be cancelled tomorrow? The fans, or
no? They'll be fine going in tomorrow.
I've heard the games. I've heard the games in doubt.
Wow, I didn't know that. It's got to be on. Nah, because that's very news to me.
Because their account has been frozen, so they can't have fans on the ground.
Yeah, basically the players aren't getting paid.
And the players aren't getting paid.
So if the players refuse to play, then the game could be in doubt.
Yeah.
Well, if they do that, then it's just an automatic 3 points for us, isn't it? So happy days. It saves me having to look at all the stats and try to break the game down and find positives for us. We just don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. Right. Let's go to the last match first. Jade, what was your opinion on the Southampton game on Thursday?
Yeah, it was kind of a tale of two halves for me. I felt in the first half we lost the battle of midfield. And that's where they put a lot of pressure on us. Kyle Walker-Peters was getting far too much space down his side. You could see the gap between, Kraft and Murphy, or whoever was going to go on that side with Kraft. Yeah. You could see the gaps, and they were just exposing in it over time after time after time. With Kyle Walker-Peters and Romeo, they were just completely having the run of the midfield and breaking through. But as the second half kind of went on, you could see the changes that we made. Eddie went back to the 4-2-3-1. We took over, and that's when we started to re-dominate the midfield.
Yeah,
and that's where I felt we came into the game more. We grew stronger, and we went on and deserved the 3 points in the end. So yeah, tale of two halves, but on the second half performance, we deserved it. And that cross from Shelby, I mean, you've got.
I know.
Quality. Absolute quality. The guy has got a boot, and I'm tired of reading that he can't do it, because he can, and he proves that he can. So you've got to applaud him. That ball is absolutely beautiful.
Did you hear Paul's?
So was Guimaraes.
Oh yeah.
Paul's celebration. What was it? Paul said, Dave, about Wood scoring. It was something when Wood scored or something for the first time or something on his
he's screaming. He's absolutely screaming.
What do you think about Bruno's debut, Jay?
Again, the first half you could see where the bedding in period is obviously still in place for him, because he didn't look totally comfortable in the first half. You could see the change in the leagues, the French league to the English league, the new physicality, the new pace, and you could see he was learning as he was going. There were certain free kicks in this league, mate, you're not going to get. You have to try and stand your ground a little more. You're not going to have the same amount of time on the ball.
Yeah.
You need to move a bit quicker. But then he came out in the second half, and it was like, okay, take that first half on the chin, he then grew into the game. He started winning the ball more, pressing more forward, and imposing himself more into the game. So I think that shows all this argument of why isn't Bruno starting. I think we learned quickly in that first kind of 20 minutes why he's not starting just yet. He needs that bedding in period. But second half, big improvement, and the goal was just absolutely sublime. Like, it's been a long time since we've had a player score what I like to call a filthy, sexy goal. So, to come out and bang one of those in, it was absolutely beautiful. But you could see he was learning as he was going, and you could see that because he'd never made the same mistake twice.
Yeah.
So you could see that.
Andrew Dodd, thank you for coming in, mate. If you can you like and subscribe, please, my mate. Thanks for coming in. Evening, Ruby. How are you today? And Ryan is saying, I imagine Bruno won't be as fatigued as the players that have played 5 or 6 games in a row. Do you believe that would be right, John? Should Bruno start tomorrow?
I shouldn't see why not. I mean, he needs some game time. I mean, he started the first game, and I thought he had a fantastic game for me. And he's got to play more games now. I mean, he expected to play some more games. Yeah, I know games come thick and fast. But at the end of the day, I think he had a wonderful game. He's got to start again on Sunday. But I've heard rumours as well. People are saying Shelby should be rested because he can't play 2 and 3 days and whatever sort of thing. But is Joe Linton fit tomorrow? Do you know, people?
We won't find out until 1 o'clock when the team comes out.
I'm not too sure. I think that's a late fitness test.
Ruby saying, I'm still just off about the refereeing today against Brighton.
Saw that.
What's your opinion on the Southampton game, Dave? Which you done with me on Thursday?
Yeah,
what do you think of it?
I thought the same as you did. Were exposed on the left hand side too much. Kyle Walker-Peters had too much room to move, and I think fetch Manquillo back. He's fit enough now. He's 100% fit. He's had two games off the bench. I think it's now time to throw him back in and see what he can do from the start.
If we're realistically looking at going to Chelsea, you know, and getting something from Chelsea, which we haven't done in a long time, you know, and you can look up the stats and you can see that head-to-head wise at Chelsea, we haven't got a result in a long time.
Last time was when Papa Cisse scored from the halfway line.
Exactly. You're going back a while. I mean, I've only gone back a few games on the stats, and it's, you know, Chelsea 3-0, Chelsea 2-0, Chelsea 2-0, Chelsea 1-0. So they've won a lot going back through the stats. I gave up after the first 3, to be honest, because it's depressing. If we're realistically going there and looking at, okay, you know, we can get a result here, which I believe the change in the squad and the attitude and the spirit and the fight in the team, you can go there and get a result.
Right.
Manquillo has to start. You can't start Kraft because Pulisic and the rest of them, they're going to have a field day against him.
Yeah. I've got the stats here. Games that Chelsea have won against us is 48, and we've lost against them 35 times. So then stats.
I think the last win was when Papa Cisse scored on the halfway line.
Yeah. Goals lost 53 against them. Goals per game is shocking as well. 1.23 against them to their 2.02 against us. The stats I'm looking at, clean sheets. That's what, John. Clean sheets against Chelsea is only 7.
Yeah, John.
So they score against us all the time.
Where did I look at? Oh, here we go. Ruby saying Sanchez should have been sent off. Yes, he should have been sent off there, John.
Meant the Brighton-Liverpool game. Yes, that's a definite red card.
That was
100%.
That was a nice clothesline, though, weren't it?
If that's not dangerous play and reckless play, then I honestly don't know what is in football anymore, because he's nowhere near the ball. He swung his leg up. It's disgusting. So I don't know how he's going to manage to get away with that.
And Andrew's saying that you mean that the keeper didn't get a red card. That's right.
Didn't even get a yellow. He didn't
get anything, did he?
No, he didn't. No,
didn't get anything at all.
Did you see who the referee was?
Yeah, Mike Dean.
Yeah.
Oh, sums it up, done it.
Yeah.
It's always about Mike Dean all the time. I do not like this referee. I don't want him referee our games, right? But I just don't trust this ref at all whatsoever.
He's VAR and everything.
Ryan is saying that Kraft and Murphy were bad in the first half. I do agree.
Yes.
Agree with you,
What is
Ryan. They were bad. Ruby saying yes.
Sorry.
Ryan is saying that Sanchez is a bad keeper. Should have had a second red card. And then Ruby saying that VAR was terrible, saying it wasn't reckless.
I agree with you, Watchers. As I said, it was a red. It's reckless. It's dangerous. You don't know what kind of damage you could do to somebody by going into a challenge like that. You're clearly never going to win. You know, you're never going to win the ball either. So
Diaz could have come off a lot worse than what he did.
Mm-hmm.
From Andrew saying Chelsea is in a unique situation. Either this will galvanise their team or pull them apart. Their
record is similar to us over the last 5 games. The only difference is they've lost 1, we've drawn 1. Everything else has been parallel.
Yeah.
So at the moment, they are also a team in form at the moment.
Yeah, and Ruby saying that goalkeepers get more lenient than outfield players. I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go that far because how many times has Dub's been booked for time wasting this season?
Quite a few.
He has time wasting.
Only.
Yeah,
he does. Let's be fair. He does. He does. Yeah, exactly. So he does.
We're trying to take out the recklessness out of the game.
Exactly,
and
we are.
The only way you're going to take it out of the game is by showing red cards.
Yeah.
For it.
Yeah, because so basically VAR is saying then that tackle on Matt Target at what was it? Brentford.
Yeah, De Silva. Is it De Silva?
So let's say we had that VAR at Brentford, right? Would they say that tackle wasn't worthy of that red card?
This is where you're getting the inconsistency now, because you're getting games where it's being used for that particular situation, which was used correctly. You know, because until you can see it on the VAR, you don't fully see just how disgusting that challenge was.
Andrew, I agree there. I agree there, Andrew.
I actually saw a Twitter post earlier, and they had a guy running through a shopping mall with bags, and it was like Lukaku running with his shopping to get on a flight to Milan.
Wow.
Yeah, but though, so what VAR is saying then, when they looked at it, that Sanchez couldn't be sent off because it wasn't a reckless challenge.
Yes.
I watched some of the game. I saw the goal.
I don't know how.
Goal, and then I saw Sanchez go wallop. I'm thinking that's going to be a straight red card.
Yeah, I don't know how you can't say that wasn't reckless, because he stood for showing, and his boot was as high as limit you could ever get it.
There were also 2 dangerous situations in the Man United game, not even yellow were looked at.
Missed that one.
Hang on.
I saw that.
I bet you did. You don't watch on for it.
Nice one, Jake. And then
it's just a spare one today. I've done today, so I would have done Brentford Leeds. We love you. Love you too. I can marry you.
Should have had a hand.
No, Newcastle as well. Newcastle through and through. Not Manchester.
So are we saying that VAR is team friendly?
No. I don't think you can say that, because
hey Jason,
it's getting multiple decisions wrong for multiple teams, regardless to who it is today. Liverpool are top 2, one of the cartel big 6, as they're being called. And they got the decision wrong today.
Hey, Jono, you Man United.
Jono? I tell you what, he should get the reward this week for spending right. It should be. If you're going to say Jono, do it right. It's Jono. Jono. Do it right, Jason, man. Get a grip, man.
So, let's say with the VAR, right, when we've had Stonewall penalties, have we missed out on so many goals over this season?
Well, every team has. Every team.
So,
if you look at VAR across the course of the season, it has failed every single team at some point.
It failed us at Liverpool. It failed us.
Exactly. It's failed Liverpool a couple of times. It's failed us. It's failed numerous teams have missed out.
And look who's.
Hush, Mr. Johnson Cantona.
Johnson Cantona.
And then Andrew's gone, yes. But then Andrew goes, yes, but I think it balances out.
He's on fire tonight here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Right. Let's get back to the Chelsea game. With all this hoo-ha that's going on with Mr. Russian mafia bloke, can we see this game going ahead, John? With what's going on?
I mean, it's news to me, and I think this game's still on, as far as I know. I haven't heard anything's going to be called off, but you may as well play the game. If it has to come to it, if you got to play the game, you got to play the game. If it gets called off, it gets called off. But for what I've heard, I don't know if this game's going to get called off, mate. I really don't. But hey, I just heard now about being called off, though, mate.
Jade?
No, I think the game goes ahead.
That's it.
I do. I think the game goes ahead. This one, I think if it continues to progressively, obviously, deteriorate for them as rapidly as it is, you don't know about the future. Nobody knows. This is a complete open minefield. This situation has never happened before.
It is, yeah.
But no, I think tomorrow goes ahead.
Dave?
I would like to think so. I would like to think it goes ahead.
I want it to go.
But I have heard that it's in doubt. But yeah, it's only because of the banks.
They can't afford to postpone the game. They can't. There's already enough postponements going on at the moment. The season there's already teams with so many games, and we've still got 2 over Brentford and whatnot. So you can't fit them in, especially with their European run. So unless they are literally going to forfeit the 3 points, which I can't again see them doing because of top 4 races and finishing posts and everything else. Yeah. I really can't see this one getting called off.
I can't see it. I can't see it. No.
Well, Andrew's saying if it did get called off, the Everton fans would be up in arms. Ha, ha, ha. Seriously, they will play it. And then Jason has just put here, because of the owner, Chelsea are an English team in the English league. It goes ahead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just do it. I mean, if the game goes ahead, I mean, there's a lot of Newcastle fans in London anyway now. And if it gets called off, they're going to be thinking, flipping heck, and they go that way, and it's going to get called off. So just play the game. I mean, you got nothing to worry about. We're
got
safe.
An international break coming up soon anyway. Okay, so get the game out of the way. Do you mean get to the international break, and that gives them a bit of time to maybe sit down and have a talk with the relevant authorities that they need to talk to about X, Y, and Z for the remainder of the season. It gives you that stopgap break to do it, but until then,
get through to
the international break.
Yeah, because if a Roman does sell it, he can't touch any of the money anyway.
He'd basically just be signing it over, and I really can't see somebody of that kind of mentality, money wise, just giving away a £1 billion club.
Andrew's saying the odd one though, they do have any spare kits without sponsorships on them. That story was just strange. Hyundai also.
I'm pretty sure they can make some up.
And don't want to be affiliated now either.
The sponsorship
Jade,
is
there's
no longer.
one here for you. There you go.
No, Dean, I haven't been on there lately. That's why you haven't seen me, sweetie. But it's great to see you here. Hi.
You gonna run on Monday night for the review, Jade?
I will message you. Okay, it depends what time you're doing it.
Right, I'll put down either 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, either side, because there's no horseman on Monday by the looks of it.
Okay, I'll drop you a DM. I'll
No.
slide
Oh
into
yes,
DMs,
John. How was your trial on Monday?
Hey, yeah.
He was guilty on all accounts.
Well, look, end of the day, right? I mean, I'm still waiting for the sentence.
Lately, mate.
I know he is.
You've got the wrong background.
Because people-
You've literally been
people-
to
You've got the
court
wrong
more
background.
times lately than I've been on YouTube.
Say again, Jade? Say again?
You've been to
You've got the-
court more times lately than I've been on YouTube.
Oh no, sad, isn't it? But
John.
I called Paul. I told Paul to take a chill pill. I don't know if you heard that. I told him
Yeah,
to take a chill pill, Paul, and I thought, wow.
What's
You
this?
got
John.
brave.
Oh my God, Rick. Mike Ashley
He's a
to
legend.
save Chelsea. He just looked at the £20 offer for the club. Oh, I like it, Jason.
Good.
I like
Like
it.
it.
But if he sells the club, he can't have a penny of it anyway, so it makes no
No, he
difference.
can't. No, he can't. No,
Yeah, this is why it's all been frozen. It can't be moved on at the moment.
no. You see, it's like with us though, right? Everybody's now saying, "Oh yeah, hey Jem, welcome to the channel. That'll be Billy's Gemma. Is that Billy's Gemma?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Welcome, Gemma. How you doing, love? Hope you're all right. Andrew. Andrew is on form.
He is.
Might
Isn't
actually to throw in some plain blue kits. Oh, God. With
Yeah,
some-
the sponsorship deal has been pulled out.
what a
Three
bloke!
pulled out.
What a bloke! Jimmy
Yeah, they
Doo.
pulled out the other day.
Class.
And then,
They've got plain blue. They've got plain blue t-shirts for tomorrow.
and then Andrew's
Similar to Man City's away kit then.
Yeah. But by the way, who do you want to see us our new kits made by? Because I don't want freaking Castori again. Castori kits are just.
Adidas all day long. Adidas.
Adidas or Nike. Get Jordan if we can. Why not? We're going to be a global brand now.
Yeah, because
Get some Jordan shirts in. Really show off and go for a fat sports brand and go for one of the biggest names in the world.
Adidas are brilliant kits. Adidas,
Yeah, they
Nike,
are. Yeah.
Nike.
Yeah.
Out of the two,
Yeah.
I mean,
I would love to
Adidas.
see. I would love to see Adidas back. You know,
I do.
Adidas had one for years.
and
under
also 9 Bar's getting renamed now, isn't it again? Back to Shearer's Bar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're going to get it refurnished, are they? So apparently refurnished the bar, and it's going to change it to Shearer again.
And actually go back in there again.
Yes.
Ryan actually agrees with me there. Adidas 100%.
Yeah, Adidas was our kit made as
Oh, Jason!
for the entertainers.
Calvin.
Calvin Klein.
Calvin.
Jem was on your case, mate. Ron loves Adidas.
Bless her.
We are near half an hour in, guys. Please do like and subscribe, guys.
Man United sponsor. Man United's got is it Adidas? Is it? I thought it was Nike.
Yeah, no, Adidas as well.
Adidas, yeah.
Are they? I thought it was Nike.
I don't know.
From Ryan would be Nike. Nike would be good because of Jordan. PSG deal ends the season with Jordan. Okay.
There you go, Ryan. Ryan knows. We'll get the Jordan kits.
And then Andrew said, I'll be honest, I've not had an issue with Castore. I have on their scuba sweatshirt and it's nice, I must admit. If we've got with one of the big makers, I don't want them to be templated though.
I want us to take Saul from Chelsea.
Yes, absolutely, David. Yes,
Saul.
that would be a banging signing.
Dave,
Yeah.
we don't want your transfer list yet. It's too early.
No.
I've been asking for Saul for about 4 years.
I
Someone else is finally agreeing with me. I'm up for this.
want Saul.
Yeah.
I've wanted Saul since Ona's come in.
I've wanted him for years, absolute years. So yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with you that, Jade.
Yeah, it's just, now we've got all the money in the world.
And why not? Why not when we're on it? When we're on it? Why not just take Rudiger as well?
When the
Really shithouse him.
summer when the summer window
we're linked
comes,
to it.
when the summer window comes, first of all, let's get safe. Let's get mathematically safe. I know we're 10 points clear, but let's hit that 40-point mark, and then say to Ashworth, right, there's
See,
there's your
I was
transfer
watching
war
the-
chest. Let's
On
say the owners give him what, £250 million.
Get Saul.
We're going to have a fucking field day in the transfer market.
That will not take that much to get.
No, it probably only cost about 25 to 30.
Jason says,
And I
Dave,
don't want him.
Dave, stop getting excited. And then Jason again saying 34 points will be enough. I still
think so.
say,
It's a weird season, isn't it? It's a really weird
exactly.
one. To go to where we hit the point obviously at Christmas with only one win, and still be in the and still be in with a decent enough chance to stay up. Before we got to where we are now, that just shows you the kind of season that everybody's having. There was an opportunity at one point 8 different teams could go down. So I don't think it's going to take a mass amount, especially now.
Do we see Chelsea rotating due to their game with Lille midweek?
Yes.
John, can you see him? Can you see him rotating that squad?
Because they're 2-1 down as well.
I think they're winning 2-0 up. They're winning in that leg. I think they will. I think they probably will. If they do that, excuse me, that'd be brilliant. I mean, they doesn't know who they pick, but Chelsea got a fantastic team there. They got a fantastic squad there. They really have. Look at them. They got a strong squad. Even the subs bench as well. It's so strong, right? And it's unbelievable. Even the second string teams could be as good as the first team. But listen, we have to find out what happens tomorrow. But here they put out, it's going to be a strong lineup as well. Reece James not playing, by the way. He's out injured. If the member says is right, he's out injured. And
he is.
And Alberts will probably start. And it's going to be, let's hope they probably play that Kepa again in goal, because 2-0 up in the Champions League is not safe at this moment in time. But I think it'll be fine.
Jem saying hey to you, Jade.
Hey, Jem.
With us, can you see us rotating, Jade?
Not heavily, no. I think I'd like to see Manquillo come in at right back and take Kraft's place, just to shore up, the pace that they've got that's going to come down the wings. And I'd like to see us bring some Maximum back in, because I think if we're going to exploit Chelsea, it's going to be down the sides, because although Alonso and Azpilicueta are both very good in the position that they play in, age is obviously a factor. They don't have the legs that they used to have, whereas we have Fraser and Maxi, Willock, and think we do have the pace. So I'd like to see us play with that pace and push and try and exploit those weaknesses of age.
Maxi hasn't travelled.
Well, then we'll all just have a beer and hope, lads.
You got to be Murphy again, and Murphy and
this is where we're exposed down that side, and Chelsea will pick that apart
very quickly.
They have the talent and the ability to pick that apart, regardless to who they start.
You see, what is it with Maxi, we've heard so many different rumours. There's been a bust up on the training grounds. There's the injury.
No, it's a bust up. That's a bust up between.
They are
a bust up.
That's for you, love. Sorry, John. John, that's for you, mate. What's your favourite tipple on a match day?
I don't. You mean drinking? I don't drink. I don't drink alcohol. If I did, it'd be a soft drink. But I don't tend to buy anything from when I'm in the stadium, sort of thing. Like because I don't want to have my lunch before I go into the match anyway. So I just have like a Lucid or Diet Coke or whatever it may be, sort of thing. But I just don't drink.
Andrew's saying here that he wouldn't mind resting Fraser. Do you think we should rest Fraser or?
I think we could probably take this game. To be honest, we could probably go at this game with no fear. Nobody expects us to get anything.
Hang on,
right?
Hang on, Jade.
What does it matter?
Jade, can I just show this comment that Ryan's just put on?
Bro, it's your show. Show what you want.
They are the John the Coke in a wine glass kind of guy.
No. I told a story, right? I mean, I was saying.
Do that? Is that real? Is that a real thing?
No, that is real. That is real. Yes, it is. John, it's real.
Is that real? Serious? Is that a real thing?
Yes, it is.
Right, no, what they had, right? I mean, I had actually Diet Coke or Coca like Italia, right? And Osfit, and that's the only glasses they've had. So they served it. I asked them if you can serve us in a normal glass, and they said that's all the glass we've got. So I was okay, cool. So I had no choice.
You might just have a wine, John.
I don't drink it. I don't drink at all. I haven't drank people for 36 years. I haven't touched a drop for 36 years.
Nice.
John, this is for you again. When you're in the stadium, is that OT because you're never SJP?
Oh yeah. It's a nice stadium, I must admit, but no. Definitely not.
Did you just say Old Trafford's a nice stadium? Because I've been to Old Trafford myself, and it's a horrible stadium.
John,
I do think so. Yeah.
What's the excuse then? Jem is saying that
the weekend's crap.
I remember that, Ryan. Ryan is saying John did it in Italy. That's right. Oh, and then Dean goes. John likes a Betty's hot pot in the Rovers apparently.
Tony, you one of those people that when you go to the pub, you order a coffee?
I don't even drink that neither.
And then Jem goes, I've seen this.
I don't drink coffee, I don't drink tea. Lemon tea I do, but...
Yeah, I've seen this bolognese pasta post with the Coke in the wine glass. Jem says she didn't see any ice cream though, John.
I do have gelato every now and again, like in Italy, probably every other day maybe. But when you go there, they just got it everywhere. Every stand you go in, they got it everywhere. And I tell you, I went to where did I go to? Spanish Steps, right, in which is part of Rome, right? And there's one of the places in there. Oh my God! After this guy, he gave us a double ice cream double, right, for exactly the same price. And I tell you what, it was just beautiful. Bellissimo. That means Italian. You know what I mean. Bellissimo means beautiful. Absolutely fantastic. And it's an ice cream for die for. Absolutely to die for. I could have it 3 times.
Andrew's saying, I was about to say, it isn't falling apart. From Jason, Jade, uploading his pasta pics in a restaurant, and each time there's a wine glass filled with Coke, and the can pushed to the side.
On social media.
Ruby's just gave it a wry smile or an evil laughing look. Ryan is saying, got to get my hands on some Lucozade. Thanks, John.
That's right. Got some over that.
Ryan is now saying this just turned into the Italy hour. with John Sinclair.
See, I lost my face when he started talking about it, can't you?
Yeah. And then Ruby just said, "Hi, John, you saw your internet out yet?"
I'm
Oh,
trying
that's
to
just
reach you
nasty.
today, and I
That's
just
just
couldn't get through today.
That's
Bloody
just
cheers.
nasty.
Bless him.
Yeah, Ruby's all right. Ruby's a Liverpool fan. He's my internet bro on here, so and also he's a moderator as well. So be careful.
Good man.
In chat.
I got my mods as well, which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're all Man United.
one of them is there.
Well, Jade, a month for you, love. There you go.
My favourite Spanish footballer, Jordi Alba is my all-time favourite, or David Villa, but he's now retired. So between Jordi Alba and Saul at the moment.
Is this for you, Dave? Does David still referee, and at what level? Was you a referee, Dave?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. So that is your question. Answer it away, mate. Does David still referee, and at what level?
I was Sunday League and non-league level.
Jason is now having a go at me now. Liverpool
Northern Alliance
on a Toon channel.
You know what it is? I had people, one or two, I'm not going to mention the names, right? But I had one or two people out of go today saying that how can you do a Man Youth Tottenham channel on Tottenham? First of all, my channel's not just Newcastle. Sometimes it's a little bit chucked in as well, like a spare watch along.
John, you finally admitted it on my channel.
Somebody out there is going to be clipping this.
I was going to do a Brentford one, Brentford Leeds. I was going to do a Brentford Burnley one, but there's no stream for that as well. But at the end of the day, I'll just do it. I'm doing the Champions League as well. Champions League I'm doing soon. The Combined 11 I'm doing soon. So
nice.
If somebody gets a clip of that to use it in court, can you not put my face in there? I don't want to be classed as guilty by association. That'd be great.
Dave is a perfect ref. He's set in level 7 and couldn't see the game. Dean, come on, be nice.
You can sit anywhere at St James's Park and see the game.
Level 7 did a pro.
It's quite high. It's quite high up if you go to level 7. It is quite high up.
Dave,
look at midgets when they're running around the field.
Dave, read that. That's from Jason.
19.
Okay.
John, do you have a fire stick?
I haven't. No, I haven't.
I have.
I mean, I'll need to look into that one as well because
and this is for you, Jade.
Jade.
I have John's full confessions on my channel.
Well, as soon as I'm done here, I'm going to be straight over there to have a little watch of that one. Or DM me the link so I don't have to try and find it. But that could be funny.
Like I said, I'll do like Champions League ones as well. So at the end of the day,
yeah, it's cool, mate.
I'm doing the big one. So I mean, look, it's what
John,
it is.
John, as you know,
don't just laugh at me. Just laugh.
Oh, well.
John,
just laugh, man.
John, you've known me for what? For now, half a year.
Yeah.
you know, with me, it's just all banter.
Exactly, you're right. That's what it is. But some of the people, some of them I had today, a couple of them, just how do I put it, like sort of thing, like oh man, I can't even say it on here. But
I'm not going to put that up, Jen. How can you say that in my channel?
Just like
slide in mine or Buddy's DMs, John, and we'll discuss things.
just like on the four horsemen, when everyone was going, oh, the bullying John.
It's all banter, man.
I must say it's banter because Paul, Billy, John, and PD are all close mates. They're all close mates.
Exactly.
But some people
Monday night-
need to chill, man. Just say, look, it's all banter. If you can't hack the banter, this is not the program
watch
to
it.
use. Exactly.
Don't watch it.
Chelsea players that we are right about tomorrow. Kennedy, Andrew.
Yes.
Andrew, you've just had a Sinclair there, buddy.
Yeah.
Andrew's at the first Sinclair of the night.
Joe, it's a shame because when he burst onto the scene, he actually looked like he could be quite a talent, Kennedy. And then just all went pear-shaped for him, didn't it?
And then he came to us and we fucking ruined him.
Oh, he had a good half a season with us. Is it the first loan? The first loan was a good half a loan.
Yeah, it was.
And then we brought him back, and obviously second spouse syndrome, it just wasn't there.
Exactly. It's like look at Willock. We had him for the actual half of last season, and as you say, Jay, with Kennedy, the second season coming to us again. He hadn't scored in the past 20 games, and now he's scored 2 in 2 games for us. Hang on. What's this from Andrew? I actually feel bad for him getting recalled. Jason.
Well, they were told no to Emerson, weren't they?
Please.
The thumbnail has a picture of John behind Bob with the words "Sinclair Confession: The Leeds Match Preview."
Thank you very much. I shall be checking that one out after this.
And then E.R. Johnson from Ruby. Do you think Man United will secure top 4?
I'll give it on to that one. Not this season, they won't. Not this season because Arsenal's going to get it. But these next 3 games, Arsenal's going to do. They got Leicester at home, then Liverpool, and they got Chelsea. And if Arsenal get those points, then I think they're going to stick the top 4.
They've got us in there as well.
Yeah,
we've got to play Arsenal.
We've got to play them home, haven't we, as well? So we all should be safe by the time we play Arsenal. But I'll go with Jason earlier, 34 points. I'm going to say 36, 37 to keep us up.
I think we're safe already.
Well. On the form we're at the minute, I'll still say top 10.
If we win tomorrow,
I actually know somebody that put money down on top 10 when it was 66 to 1. So there are people out there that have faith in that.
Like on Friday, I was watching the 3 Amigos. I was watching Steve Race, and they were saying, if you look at the stats, if we had won.
Hang on, Dave.
If we had won our first.
Hang on, Dave. Right. This is actually a good point. Do you think Chelsea will be removed from the Champions League if they finish top 4, John?
That's a good question. I would not be surprised. I will not be surprised if they were removed. But I heard Jason Cundy, and I could be wrong on this. He reckons the club will be sold in 6 weeks.
My camera's gone fuzzy. There we go.
Yeah, so that's a good question, Jay. For me personally, I would not be surprised if they were removed.
Jade, what's your opinion on that?
I think the next 4 or 5 months for them are probably the hugest in the club's history. And I think if the right decisions aren't made for that club under the right authorities and it doesn't follow the correct protocols, then I don't think they're going to be allowed to enter European competition next season. So the rest of this season and a little bit of that, so I think is going to be really, really huge, depending on what protocols that they follow alongside with people that have the rules.
Has anything else come out about the Scouts Mackems pushing FFP over in England?
Haven't seen anything.
Nor have I.
I haven't seen the latest, but all they're saying is
deducted points.
Are they?
Yeah, they're getting deducted points.
Not this season, they won't do, David. If anything's going to be next season.
Well, comparing to the 3 Amigos, it could be this season.
Wow.
This is from Ruby. To be honest, I'm still happy a certain Liverpool player has beaten a Man United record. which is virtual Van Dijk, winning 60 home games without a loss. No, that's a record. Dean is saying, Steve Bruce promised that his players will get extra holiday this year. Because,
like I was saying, if we had won our first, we've lost 24 games from winning positions.
yes, we have.
If we had gotten them points, we could be
top 7,
top 4.
Yeah, but
Because of the wins we've got now.
That was under the old regime.
Yeah.
But
So why
now?
So why think we should finish 10th when we could finish top 4? We could still finish in the top 4
Because of the start we had this season. If the takeover hadn't been done, Jade,
Yeah.
where would we be now?
Bottom 3.
Exactly, John.
If that takeover hadn't happened and the managerial changes hadn't been made, I'm not going to at all ever change my mind that I was convinced and still stand by we would have been going down this season. There was no doubt in my mind there was only one place this club was going, and it was down.
Yeah.
John?
I'll agree with Jade and you guys. We'd be done by Christmas. And we will never get back in the Premier League. And also, I hate to say this, I think Steve Bruce would have kept his job even got relegated.
Yeah.
If Ashley was there. 100%.
You look at the stats. How many teams have stayed up when they've been one win at Christmas?
Yeah.
None.
You know what
if we do it this season, we're the first team in history to do it. That's how all you need to know. The club was going down.
Correct.
Exactly.
And that means Ashley don't care. He doesn't care about the fans. He doesn't care about the club. He lets Steve Bruce thinking. And all the pundits will say, oh, he's done a wonderful job. I look at the pundits side, they're not praised or built up Eddie Howe. Not one. It's a joke. And a certain nigga, can't just finish sorry, can't just finish quickly, right? Miguel Delaney, right? This guy is an absolute. I'm inviting him. I sent him a DM today, invited him to come on my channel, yeah, and I'm still waiting for an answer. If he replies to us, he was coming on my channel, I'll be happy getting him on. Yeah? And he took a sly dig at Eddie Howe, a sly dig, yeah? And all the fans, right, bit at him, and quite rightly so, yeah? Miguel Delaney, right, he is just as jealous as everyone else, yeah? He should be concentrating on Chelsea Football Club, right? Not us. Yeah? We got to take over Miguel.
Exactly.
Get used to it. Get move on, yeah?
Yeah.
Sorry, that's my rant over. I don't normally rant people, but
that's all right, mate.
I'm sorry.
Right,
I'm sorry.
That's fine, John.
No, you're right. Eddie Howe does deserve the praise. We look at the players. Okay, take away the signings that we've made, which, by the way, were very shrewd, very smart signings. We didn't go blowing the bank, as what they were saying. 12 million for Dan Burn. For Dan Burn, it's not exactly a glorious signing, was it?
No.
He's come in. He's a Premier League experienced centre back. And he does the job. Do you know what I mean? So we didn't go out and flash the cash.
No.
You know, as much as they want to say that we did. And then you need to look at the players that we already had that Eddie Howe has changed. You know, in the likes of your Joe Lintons, your Shelby's, your Ryan Frasers, your Joe Willocks, you know, your Jacob Murphys. Look at the work that these players are putting in. Your Javi Manquillo's been solid at right back for us.
Martin Dubravka's.
Dubravka's confidence has gone back up and he's now, you know, starting to pick up form again in doing what he's doing. So say what you want about the new apparent flashy signings. But you need to look at the squad that we had before and look at how consistent those players have now become. Okay, and so he does need praise in the job. Yeah, Fabian who's picked up the form again, you know, of being a top quality centre back in the league. That's where Eddie Howe deserves his praise, regardless of what anyone says. That's where that praise should come into play because he has completely revitalised those players.
He is, in my opinion, I think Eddie Howe, and he probably laugh at his people, I think he's the best young manager in the country in what he does, right? And he's going to get us a trophy within 3 or 4 years, right? I want this guy to be here for a long, long time.
It makes me laugh. When he was at Bournemouth, England fans were shouting for him to become the next England manager because he was young and hungry and English and he played exciting football the English fans wanted. And now because he's at Newcastle, all of a sudden he's so disrespected, and I just find that really, really amusing, and it just shows that it's not you're not looking at the actual stats and the ins and outs of what's happening. You're just doing it because you're bitter that all of you are going to move down in the Premier League as Newcastle rise.
Yeah, all I'll say as well, you're right there about it, Jay. All what these pundits, right, is put the respect in Eddie Howe's name because this guy deserves respect. And these pundits, especially on Talk Sport, right, they're not getting one little ounce of respect. Not once.
Talk shite,
Yeah?
John. Talk shite.
Exactly. I used to respect that channel, right? There are proper people on there, but now you got people like Gabby Abonglaho, right? He's bang average. Hang on, Rich.
Gabby who, Dave? Gabby who?
Don't
It's
get me
like-
started. Don't
it's
get me
like-
started on that guy.
It's a
It's
Bonglaho.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I was on Don's channel when Eddie Howe was announced, and us two agreed, right? The fan base has to get behind him.
Correct.
We can't.
Correct.
You know, he's
We
getting
can't.
he's getting manager of the month. You didn't,
Right.
you didn't get that. You didn't get that for not being good.
Right. I remember. Who was it? Saying Rafa. No. Rafa's gone. Right.
Agree.
We've now got a manager who has got this team synchronized, who have only let in 2 goals in 10 games. Jade, can you double check that for me?
I can actually. Yeah, give me a second.
Yeah, can you check the how many goals we've conceded in the past 10 games? Is it 2? 2 goals?
I think it might be 3 or 4.
Give me a second. Carry on talking. Give me a minute.
Yeah, you see, but under the last regime, John said we've considered the most goals this season. John, was it 70, 78? You said, or 68?
Well, you mean you're talking about past seasons there? You've talked about
No. This season, you said that
we conceded something like 5 goals conceded. This year, according to Jason,
5 goals. He thinks he found.
it's 5 goals.
Yeah,
but let's put it this way. Let's put it this way, right? We have not conceded more than 1 goal since we got beat off Liverpool.
You see,
sure?
that's what Eddie Howe has done to this squad, right? Right, he came in with.
We've scored. We've only let in 4 goals in our last 6 games.
Right. Eddie Howe came in with. I know the fan base is going to fucking kill me here, but with a shithouse squad. With a shithouse squad, right?
Yeah, and he's added 2 players that's got good quality.
Right. Everybody was moaning about him losing his first 8 or 9 games, telling him that he should be sacked. Right?
I just laughed.
Yeah, and me as well, John. But though, right, why should we sack a young manager, guys?
But if that's the case, why was Arsenal manager not sacked? He's lost more games off the bounce than won this season.
Right. Eddie Howe kept Bournemouth in the league 5 seasons. Right. He comes in with a squad that's been boost balled. Right. 3 days training, 4 days off. Right. You look at what Shelby said. Shelby said after that first training session, right? Eddie Howe called us in at 8 o'clock in the morning. We didn't leave until 8 at night. That is a 12-hour training session.
Good.
Well, it wouldn't be all physical, would it? There would have been a lot, a lot of tactics talk as well. There'd have been sessions where they go through the tactics and plans, and they do a lot of, the conversational pieces of this is where we're looking to go, X, Y, and Z plans moving forward. It wouldn't have all been physical.
But if you look at them now to where they were when they're under Bruce, they were a lot fitter, a lot. You can see that. You can see that on the pitch.
Yeah. And not only that, people, right? He's turned Joe Linton's career around. Look how great Joe Linton is, right?
Yeah, true.
And they know what it is, right? I mean, when they face Joe Linton, they think, oh, he's a weak link here. He ain't going to do bits. But I'll tell you something, right? I watched that game, right? Joe Linton, right? Well, obviously, his best game for me was against United. I can't lie. He owned that stage.
I used to get hammered for wearing my Joe Linton shirt. I don't now.
Nah.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
If he's got marks out of 10, I'll go and ask you two, right? Jane, how many marks out of 10 would you give Joe Linton up till now?
For the whole season as a whole?
For the whole season.
Probably 8.9.
8.9. Right. 9. Dave?
I'll probably give him a 9.
Fair enough.
You see, but though, right. Let's go back to what Paul said, right. When we went a goal down, right, our heads dropped, right. When we went behind against Southampton,
our heads didn't even drop.
Our heads didn't even drop down.
No, they were just looking for the ball. They were just like greyhounds. Like that was
exactly.
That was Paul's exact words. Were like greyhounds.
You see, right. With Eddie Howe, right? Can you see him staying longer than his 2.5-year deal contract?
Yes,
John.
100%. I mean, I spoke to Bazza yesterday and said that he should rip up his contract and give him a long-term brand new contract. And he's basically saying that you can't really do that because next season, right, these owners are ruthless, right? They expect him to do better. They expect him to do better next season, right? If he got us 10th, then they'd probably be thinking, you know what, can Eddie take us any further? Someone's going to take him. You might get us 10th, then you might get someone better to take us further from 10th up to Champions League. Yeah? But Eddie Howe, right, you've got to give Eddie Howe a long-term contract, in my opinion. Don't get us wrong. He's English, he's young. I shouldn't even say English. It doesn't matter his nationality, whether he's Spanish or Italian. It doesn't really matter. If you're good, you're good. It's as simple as that, yeah? But I get people...
He's still hungry. He's still hungry for it. He's still hungry for that.
He's hungry every day. I'm getting people saying to us and say, you should be getting a bigger name manager than Eddie Howe. And I said to someone, who would you get then? Who are you going to get? I mean,
Unai.
Look at that.
Diego Simeone. He ain't going to come to Newcastle, man. No way. Not chance.
No way, mate. No way.
Look like when I was on that watch along with you, John, and that Grimmer guy come up and said that we should be sacking thingy and getting Simeone.
Eddie Howe and get Simeone. Yeah, that's Del Boy. Del Boy Gunner. He's a great. I love him. I think he's a great guy. What's the beauty story? Great guy he is. He said he should be getting because you're the richest club in the world. I mean, he thinks Eddie Howe's not going to take us any further. He said he's a good manager, but he's not the guy.
Why couldn't he? Why couldn't Eddie Howe take this club further?
That's not my word.
Next season, we finish mid-table. Okay? That's a success.
Absolutely.
When you're given that we've been a relegation material for the last 14 years, to finish mid-table next season would be a huge success. Then you go on from there. You have to give him time. Alex Ferguson didn't build your precious Man United, do you know what I mean, in a day. That happened over time. And if you actually remember, he took them down at the beginning as well. They didn't have the brightest of starts underneath him. You have to give time.
Did he just say precious Man United?
I did. I've been waiting to try and throw some sort of weird side spot for a while. It just so smoothly fell out.
See this, John, yes.
if you look at Arsene Wenger, he didn't build Arsenal in the day.
It doesn't happen in a day. You look at the way
No,
that,
it doesn't.
Simeone. I love Diego Simeone. Okay, I love Atletico Madrid. I do, but he didn't build Atletico in a day. When he took Atletico over, they weren't the team that they were now. They weren't winning championships. They weren't in the Liga races. They weren't winning European championships. When he did, you need to give these managers time, and if you want long-term success at Newcastle, which I'm pretty confident we all do, you have to invest in the long-term project and take it step by step by step.
We have chippers in the chat.
Oh man,
we've got chippers in. We've got chippers in.
Hi Sam.
Hi Sam.
Well, John. You called him Man United tonight. Shame on you.
That's only because
precious man. I tell you what, Macy will love that. When what Joe just said, Macy will love that.
and then Andrew was saying, I wouldn't give any manager a really long-term contract in this environment. Not saying not to back him or get rid of him, but maybe 3 years and add a year each year.
See how it goes. Take it step by step. We should have learned our lessons with these long-term contracts. Pardew was 8 years, Bruce was 8 years. It's not something you should be doing. All right, let's be fair and really realistic on it. I don't agree with massively long-term contracts. No, he's got the deal that he's got at the moment. Let's see. See this season out. See how he goes next season with a full summer and everything under his belt. And then go from there next summer. Go progressively.
You cheered Ronaldo's goal more than the Newcastle.
I kid. I said 2-2 as well. That's commentary. That's commentary.
Would you give Eddie Howe?
I've never commentated on any other team, and celebrated the goal.
I will
praise there's a guy.
Praise the good goal. I will not celebrate the goal.
There's a guy called make it quick as well. Quickly, called Curtis Shaw. Right, he's an Arsenal fan, and he's an absolute top dollar fan. Right, top dollar supporter. He does the Champions League. He does other teams as well, and he good commentary as well, and he celebrates as well, sort of thing when he scores a goal. Check him out.
Right,
but anyway,
would you
Joe Linton or Cristiano Ronaldo?
Those kind of games are copyrighted by the Four Horsemen, John.
They are, Dave. They are. We can't.
Am I really going to answer that question?
No. Right, John. Would you give Eddie Howe three transfer windows?
100%, because I'll give you Jed as well. You got to give Eddie time. You got to give him time to build.
Dollar found my ass. Tippers. This ain't the Four Horsemen.
Some FBR gigs.
Is he for real? This guy. Now, going back to the answer, right? Three transfer windows. Yeah, this guy's he deserves it. He deserves time. He can't keep sacking managers. He can't. You got to give him a chance. You got to give him a chance. He's my manager. He's my manager, right? And he gets the job as long as he wants. Like I said to you, he's young. He's talented, right? You're not going to get anyone better than Eddie Howe at this stage, right? He is good. He is destined for the very top, yeah. And he took a year out. He comes back, get these players up and running, right? I'm going to back him. Whoever he brings in, I'm going to back him because he is going to make our club great. He understands Newcastle United. He gets the fans what it's all about. He's gone around to different places, the locals as well. He's great. I think he's going to be okay. I mean, what do you think, Jade?
Jade, do you think that we should give him 3 windows?
Yes, I do. I do. Like John said, you can't keep sacking managers. We've had a lot of not up to par managers, I'll say, over the years. We all know that. He's young, he's hungry. You've got to give him a chance. And I genuinely believe that he could take Newcastle up to the next level from where we've been. you've got to give him the chance to do that. You have to give him windows. You have to give him time to get these players and let him build.
Yeah, exactly.
You look at the job, you know, some long-term managers have done at those clubs.
Yeah,
Alex Ferguson is a prime example. Look what he turned them into. You've got to give him time. So yeah, give him 3 windows and see how it goes.
Absolutely. And if you use as a trophy, like I believe one day you will do, then sit down and just try and time down a bit longer. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Got it.
Yeah.
People need to remember, just because we've become the richest club in the world and we've got this massive stature now, which we do have, you know, and whatever else, we are still building from a relegation bottom 3 team. We're still looking to, you know, secure survival this season, and then we have to build from there.
Yeah.
From being a team who was consistently in a relegation battle for the last 14 years, going up and down. So
because
it's not going to be this immediate next season or the season after we're going to be in the top 3. It's not going to happen. You have to continuously swap in players, take out players, and build. You know, and get that back, get those standards back to being better in the Premier League.
Because
if you have to stay consistent while you're doing that.
Yeah, absolutely. If you think about it though, right, Jade, right, most of that team, I know the fans are going to be thinking, "Give me for this," but most of that team have come from the Sky Bet Championship.
Exactly. You're not gonna get rid of all of that overnight.
We haven't brought in players. We've still got players from the Sky Bet from the Sky Bet. You know, let's just go through all these comments quickly. Andrew saying, my only fear would be for him to manage expectations and stress. We all know how our fans are. In some ways, quick success is a positive, but may artificially raise expectations. We'll come back to that one in a minute, and we'll talk about that one. Rainey, welcome in, buddy. Evening all. 10 games unbeaten by the end of tomorrow, full of confidence. And Pardew deserves a contract renewal now. His 8-year deal is up. Okay, so let's go back to this one. Jake, do you think Andrew's right with that comment?
I think every fan base does it. I don't think it sounds like it's every fan base. They gain these expectations. My hope is that the majority of us gain that realisticness. You know, like I was saying, that yes, of course, expectations are high. We all have hopes. A lot of it is hope more than expectation. You know, we all want to see our team become this big success. We all want to see us up there challenging for trophies. And I just think, I do think there's going to be an element, if we stay up, of this expectation. And I'm just kind of hoping that we don't become one of those fan bases where it's very plastic. We lose a couple of games, everyone's calling for him out. Because you need time. The last 14 years worth of damage isn't going to go away in one window or 2 windows. That's not going to happen. There's a lot of years that this club's been dragged through the mud. So, you know, you have to do it, and you have to do it right.
Yeah, exactly, Jade. Yeah, Andrew's saying here, I never want to see Newcastle in like PSG, whether it's Champions League or bust.
See, that's a great point. Look what they did. They went and blew all that money because they had it. They signed all these players. All they have is a squad of players. They don't have a squad. They don't have a team. And this is why they can't achieve anywhere outside of the French league. Because those players, you watch them play, it's so disjointed. They've got some of the best players in the world in that squad. You know, players that you look at and you do fear on the team sheet. But they can't play together.
Messi, Neymar,
Mbappe, Verratti. You know, Hakimi, they've got some absolute talent. But they can't play together. So measure your expectation with the reality. You can buy a super team. Go ahead.
Exactly.
You could end up like that. Or you can build a team and you could end up becoming something great, you know, and follow the blueprint of your Real Madrid, your Barcelona, your Man Cities. Follow those kind of blueprints and you could start putting your name down in history. Yeah, so it depends which way you want to go about it. Because I'd rather go with that process of building it and becoming formidable and becoming a team that challenges consistently every single season than being like a PSG where you look at it and you think, oh, yeah, you've got a super team, but you haven't. You've got a bunch of super players.
So you're saying then you want to see SJP back as the fortress it was in the 80s and 90s then?
Yes. Yeah, teams used to fear coming up to Newcastle. When I was younger and stuff, team union, you speak to the fans, and they didn't like the trip up to Newcastle. Didn't like going to play a Newcastle team because you knew you were going to get a battle. It was going to be hard. It was going to be strong. It was going to be physical, and then there was going to be the talented players that were going to cause trouble.
Jade, that was definitely for you, love.
There's many teams that buy championships in the NBA. Andrew, we'll have that conversation on another day. He's just upset because his team can't win them.
Go on, John.
Can I say, sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, you made good points there, Jade. PSG, right? I mean, they are, you got some super players there, but they're just not gelling when it comes to the big games. They bottle jobs, right? Let's be real, right? I mean, they put push on themselves as well. I mean, look, you got Messi. Messi, he's been brought to in the Champions League with PSG. Hasn't happened. They just bottle jobs. The goals conceded the other night is absolutely a joke. Donnarumma, what was he thinking of, right? I'm a big fan of Donnarumma. I'm a big advocate of Donnarumma, right? And to do that's very unlike him. And then Marquinhos as well. What was he thinking of? Trying to pass a square pass, didn't come off. Went straight to Benzema. And Benzema is an absolute world-class player. And I still think he's got it, right? But PSG, I'm going to be honest now, right? PSG were never, ever going to win the Champions League until they get that team sorted out, because Neymar's not, can be a bit selfish all the time, play for themselves. Messi does try. Mbappe, I love him, right? I think Mbappe's going to be going at the end of the season anyway. But they've got good players there. But as individual players, just don't play as a team. It's simple as that. They need, and also, Pochettino will be gone at the end of the season, right? They need a manager who's going to go in and galvanize this team, because at the minute, they're just big egos at that club. Who is an unmanageable club? PSG is then an unmanageable club. Yeah. You know what I mean?
There's no cohesiveness in that squad. You can see it. There's no cohesiveness. It doesn't gel. It doesn't work. There's no when whether it's attacking or defending or anything in regards to their play. Yeah. None of it is. It's all so disjointed.
It is. You're right.
It's here, there, and everywhere. And what I don't want is Newcastle to end up like that. So
exactly.
You see, okay.
No, I'd rather keep your feet on the ground and build slowly and do it right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So let's say, right, we get rid of 7 players. So we know that Darlow's going. We know Clark's going. We know Hayden's going. We know Lewis is going. We know Kraft is going as well, right?
Fernandez.
Fernandez is going as well, right? So out of them 6 players, right, with what's left, I'll ask John first, right? Sorry, Jade first, right? Who would you want to build that squad around? Who do you want to build that squad around in the 3 transfer windows?
I think you've got to obviously keep your Joel Linton at the moment. I think you've got to look at keeping Fabian Schär. Probably the new signing. You've got to keep the new signings. Obviously, I would probably not the Chris Wood. Personally, I think he's probably replaceable.
Jeepers, what are you saying there? God, what the fuck is he saying?
Chip was building his own ego.
I am lush. Jason is saying level 7. You've been gone for a good 3 hours. I was about to call a search party for you. Andrew is saying Kraft is staying. I might be busy to see smaller turnovers like 4. And then he's saying, I think how lots to get the changes to a minimum.
I think it'll be 4 to 5. I don't think it's going to be a massive overhaul. I don't think this is going to be next season. We're going to have a completely new 25-man squad. I agree with him. I think it's going to be 4 or 5, and then again, in January it'll be another 2 or 3, and it'll be a slow and progressive build. It won't be a sudden, right, 20 of you are gone, 20 of you are in.
Yeah, so you're basically saying to build it around J7, build it around.
You need around units like him and Schär. We know that Maxi's going to be staying. So you look at the core of that spine, and it's around those players.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, John, where would you build around that squad? Let's say in the summer, like Jay said, get rid of 5 players. Who would you build around in that squad at the minute? Who would you build around?
You're gonna have to. I mean, you have to have Joe Linden. He's a leader in the midfield. Building a team around with. I think you got to do it with me, Joe Willock. I'm a big Joe Willock fan. Always have been a Joe Willock fan. Okay, I'll cost him out a few times, but build a team around him. Get some better players around him. I've called in something else as well, which I'm not going to say on here, but you get the meaning. But yeah, you got to
get the meaning, John. Yeah.
But I just said you got to tell it how it is these days, haven't you? Well, you got to build a team around, like I said, Joe Willock, Joe Linton, ASM. You got to build a team around those 3 guys as well. But I would still get rid of more than 5 players anyway. I'll get rid of about 7 or 8 of them, to be quite honest with you.
Andrew is saying, Andrew's put on the midfield. God,
And
never
Hendrick's
thought
one
I'd
as well.
say that.
Oh, I don't think anyone did, Andrew.
Hendrick's one as well.
Get Hendrick on as well. I'll give it a 10. Do you know what it is? I mean, I want some players out and manager in. And let's be real. I think you got to give it about 8 or 9 players are not good enough because we are the richest club in the world. And I know I've got to keep saying that, but hey ho. You just got to get the quality players in. I don't mean getting 8, 9. I'm not meaning the PSG style signings or anything like that. I'm just saying about, like Jade said, 4 players, take their time, 4 in for the summer, then a couple in January, what needs to be, because we are going to compete. We are going to offer big money. It's been proved with Chris Wood. Yeah, pay 25 million in January. If you want a player, you go and get them. Bruno, quality. But we need 2 strikers, man. We need 2 strikers coming in badly.
Definitely.
We have to, because Chris Wood, I keep him as a bench player, 100%. I know Jay's not going to agree with us, but Dwight Gill, bye-bye. Yeah? Jacob Murphy, goodbye. Yeah? We don't want these players here. Like, so they're lovely lads, but we need to take the next level. Yeah? Henrik, goodbye. Yeah? Hayden, goodbye. Clark, Lewis, they can go on. Or Kraft,
Clark can definitely,
Clark's definitely going anywhere.
Basically, John is doing the exact opposite to what I thought. He's going to haul out a £25 squad and bring in an all-new £25 squad.
No.
Just to sum up the last 10 seconds, if you're at all confused, that is basically where we're going.
But
John's doing full football manager on us.
Yeah. but you know what I mean. But just say, get them out, 7 or 8 players, get them out, bring quality in, and then half done, because we want new faces in the team now, because some of them overstayed their time.
Because we've had that same. If you minus out the 5 players we brought in January, we've had the same squad since the Sky Bet. We've had J7 since the Sky Bet. We've had Maxi since the Sky Bet. It's like Jade said. We had 14 years of basically shit players coming in, and then we get this big money takeover, and then Steve Bruce has now gone, and we bring in Eddie Howe, right? I said when we brought Wood in, right? I said I had Billy in on my channel when Wood was announced. I said to Billy, was that a panic buy? He went, no. But now, yes, Wood was a panic buy for us. Wood was that panic buy because we didn't have that striker. We only had Gale on the bench.
I think it was a tactical buy. It was a buy to weaken Burnley. We knew their squad was depleted. We knew that they were in and around us, and it was literally a case of we need a striker, and they have one we can take, and they're in and around us in the table at that time. So I think it was a tactical buy. I don't think he hasn't been bought to play in or week out for us as our main striker. He was bought as a squad striker and to basically hamper a team in and around us that we were competing with to stay up.
A quick announcement. The woman of Average has been disqualified as Chelsea's director.
Oh, okay. Andrew's saying here, honestly, personally, would not be disappointed to see Wilson or ASM be a surprise selling. I can't see Wilson or ASM.
I can see Wilson going. Actually,
Wilson
I can.
maybe, yeah.
I can. The guy's made of glass, so I can see that.
Yeah, the only reason is due to the unreliability of fitness, and this isn't the first season. Maybe the new physios. Okay, Andrew would. Oh, he is just he is having a dig at you there. Oh, no, is he having a dig at you there?
No, he's agreeing with me. It was an intelligent buy. It was a tactical buy.
Tactical buy.
Dave.
Hello?
Look what Jay's just put on there for you. Turn your blooming TV down, he says.
I was just watching the.
And then we can then, God forbid, we went down, would be a top championship striker. Okay. What will Dan Ashworth bring to this club, Jade?
He brings a knowledge. He brings a good foundation background. He's got good planning. He's got good contacts. The guy knows youth stability of English football. He's worked obviously in and around the league and the England squad. So, he brings the ability to be able to do shrewd moves for us, especially in regards to the youth ranks, where we've allowed ourselves over the years to become extremely weakened and hampered. We've let a lot of players go over the years, in which we necessarily shouldn't have. I think he brings that in, to start from the ground up.
Yeah. Can I just give a shout out to Chippers, who's subscribed to my channel? Thank you, Chippers, for the subscription, mate. Puts me 5 away from 50 now.
Well done, Chips.
Well done, Chips.
Yeah, thanks, buddy, for that, mate. What do you see Ashworth bringing, John?
I have to agree again with Jade. I mean, young talent, and he gets talent all over the world. When he was at Brighton, he gets players from South America, right? And he could do exactly the same thing for us. If he does it in Brazil and help Joe Linton win better than him, I'll be happy with that. Listen, I mean, definitely did a sports director of football for months and months and months, right? This guy could come in and he can actually take the pressure off Eddie Howe and the owners as well. I've always said that. So it's going to be exciting young players. Look what he's done at Brighton. Bizuma, class player. McAllister, quality player. Yeah? He's done it. You know what I mean? And Lamptey from Chelsea.
That was for the budget as well of practically nothing. Look at how Brighton have overstepped us in the years, and they have overstepped us. You say all you want, and we brag that we won the championship. We won the championship because they messed up on the final day of the season. That's why we won the championship, because they messed up. But since then, they've overstepped us. Since then, so
because if you think about when Mike Ashley done his first television interview, he was saying that we can't compete with Man City. We didn't want him to compete with Vicky Man City. We wanted him to compete with the Brightons, the freaking Huddersfields.
We've been overstepped by so many clubs. You look at Wolves, look at Villa. Villa stayed down the year that we came up, and they've come up and overstepped us. Wolves have come up and overstepped us. Leeds have come up and done better than us at times. Not necessarily this season. Obviously, they've had an absolute peak, but prior season, last year and stuff, they've come up and they've played better than us.
Exactly.
Wolves are now look at Wolves. They're now one of the top 10 teams in the Premier League. The players that they've attracted to go and play for Wolves. Yeah. So that's what you're looking for when you're looking at bringing somebody in who's going to improve the squad
Exactly.
development and the scouting network and of talent and young talent and everything else. That's what we're going to be getting. We're going to get somebody who puts us back in that ballpark to attract those players.
Yeah, you see, it's like when we had the King there, when he brought in Dennis Wise, right? The King gave him his transfer list. Dennis Wise gave him his transfer list, and he's going.
He hadn't even heard about the players.
What list do I go for? And he went for thinking Dennis Wise's list. Why would you go for his list? But when you got the King at the club giving you a list of good players, that's why the King fucking left the club, because he wasn't getting the say in the transfer market.
I agree, absolutely agree, and that's why he buggered off, did he?
Hang on, heading off now. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Don't forget to check out the video, Jade. Lowell, take care.
Will do, buddy.
And I might be live tomorrow night at 8. Depends how I feel. Yeah, laters, buddy. Yeah. But though, right. All of us moaned that when Rafa came in, right, Mike Ashley promised him so much, right, and in the end, he was with us for 3 years on a shoestring budget. Right, in comes flipping Cabbage Head, gives him how much did he spend in 2 years? About £140 million in 2 years.
Around that.
2.5 years.
Around that.
Right. And there's Steve Bruce going, "Oh no, I've got no money to spend." Get a fucking life. He had £140 million in 2.5 years. Who did he bring in? J7. 2 years, he was the £40 million flop. Everybody said that, even you, John.
Yeah, I can't lie. I mean, I can't be honest with my assessment, but hey, he was poor, absolutely poor as a striker. But I take it back again. I do apologise. I'm the good at Joe Linton now.
No, there's no need to apologise for it, John. He was abysmal for 2 years.
And
2 and a bit years. It was abysmal for 2 and a bit years.
And he brought in Miggy. He brought in ASM.
Rafa Benitez brought in Miggy.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. So ASM he brought in, right?
Sure.
Right. Don't get me wrong. These players, you've got to give them time to bed in. But 3 years just to bed in 2 players. That's how bad that regime was. And now you think we've got a good manager. He'll have all the pre-season to bed in the new players we get in. And now our fan base is going, oh, how much we're going to spend? We've got FFP behind us for the next three years. In it, Jade? Is it 3
Roughly
years?
that.
So basically, guys, the world it is our oyster. But I don't want to see the owners do a city.
Well, I don't think we will, and we can't offer European football yet either. So
Exactly.
that also needs to be taken into consideration. We don't have the glamorous offer of we can give you Champions League football yet. We have to build to get into that stage. And you look at the teams ahead of us, you have to build to match those and then build to beat those.
Exactly. You see, the fan base wants everything all at once. You know, but it's like you've said, John, Paul said, Barry said, Billy said, we've got a 5-year project, and the owners might even go past that 5-year project. If it takes 5 years for us to build a top 4 team, I can wait 5 years.
Think how long you've waited now. It's got to be worth it because you know it's coming. So
Exactly.
just enjoy the ride. Like that was my advice to anyone at the moment. Just enjoy the ride.
Just
You know,
got new owners.
It's gonna be exciting. So just enjoy it and watch it all happen.
Exactly.
People need to remember our training facilities are currently behind Bournemouth's. So this isn't gonna happen in a year.
Nah, it's gonna take time. I'll be you said 5-year project. I'll be 58.
I'll be 48, John.
How old's 43? Wow.
I'm 43, yeah.
Bloody hell, Jay's only 26.
It's not revealing her age to anyone.
Hello.
Andrew is saying, well, we are looking at what the 4.
I'll be young enough to still do a night out, so it'll be all right.
He's still young then. Still young.
Yeah,
I'll still do the party.
Have you seen
Just say 21 then.
We'll go with that.
Have you seen the plans for the new training ground?
I've seen the prospective ones, not the confirmed ones. The ones that are alleged.
A 7,000 seat, isn't it? A 7,000 seat ground, isn't it? As well, it's going to be as well.
Yeah, for the youth teams.
Yeah. Just one season, not to worry about relegation, would be so nice. I do agree with you.
It's exactly what I said, Andrew. Let's have a year where we can all just relax, enjoy a season of football. Remember to fall back in love with football again, and not be continuously looking over your shoulder, continuously checking everyone else's results. That is the kind of first year I want. Is a year where I'm not continuously looking at how's that team doing? How's that team doing? Are they winning? Are they not winning? It affects us. I want a year off. A year of comfortability, as they call it. I want a year of comfortability whilst we build.
Exactly.
Not only that as well. I mean, we just don't want any infighting as well on Twitter, sort of social media. There's a lot of toxicity as well. I don't know if you notice it, guys. There's
there is.
A lot of going on. Exactly, but I just want people to enjoy themselves, be positive. Be honest to yourself. If they're not playing well, be honest about it. That's cool, but just enjoy it, sort of thing. Just enjoy it, have fun. We got great owners, and we just have a good time.
Yeah, you see, our owners have been at more matches than that FCB. The owners were even at St Mary's. They're just going to show you that they're doing what they said they're going to be doing. They've been at St James's, they've been at St Mary's, they were at Old Trafford.
Right, lads, it's been lovely to chat to you guys, but we're going to have to head off.
No problem.
Yes.
And
I'm going to support grassroots football tomorrow for a women's team. So,
yeah, man.
I need to get an early night. It's going to be a long day.
Don't blame
you. Grassroots football tomorrow. Oh.
Yes, I'm going to support and promote grassroots football for a women's team. So, I'm going to be really busy.
Jade,
and it's going to be a long day.
Go.
I have not, never will do, and I do not endorse any of those activities.
Health coach.
But have a lovely night, guys. Thank you very much for having me on.
Catch you on Monday, hopefully. Yeah.
Yes, John, I'll drop you a message, sweetheart.
If you let us know, that'd be cool.
See you later.
See you later. Take care. Ta.
Later, Jade. Anybody want to come on, guys? I'm going to post the link in. There we go, guys. If you want to come in and have your say about the squad, you're more than welcome to. I'm going to be live for another 27 minutes. If you want to come in and question John about anything, or me or David. I know Ryan loves coming on now. he calls me
he does. He'd be on tomorrow. He's definitely on tomorrow.
He calls me a frigging scouser. Oh, Andrew's just come on. Hey, Andrew, how you doing, buddy? You're on mute, mate.
Has you gone?
Can you hear me now?
I can, mate. Jade's got grassroots football tomorrow.
Okay.
So she's gone to Have an early night.
All right, you better.
What do you think about the Chelsea at the minute? Can you see the game being postponed again, or Andrew?
We'll definitely go on. I think there's too much money at stake. Unfortunately, it's kind of like how it works. And I wouldn't want it postponed. As I was talking to John earlier,
They can't postpone it. They've got to forfeit it. If they can't forfeit it, they can't postpone it. They've got to forfeit it.
Fair enough.
I'm not a fan of the table getting too far away from itself. The fact that Arsenal have 4 games in hand.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. Pardon me. Like
I mean,
was
if the forfeit, we get the 3 points immediately.
I mean, that would be lovely.
Can't see that
We
happening.
would stay up. I mean, like if that happens, that's the end of our season. We can enjoy it and party in the street. But I don't
we
see
can
it.
start building for next season. In other words,
Yeah, we could start doing pre-contracts, start taking all Chelsea's players. I mean, you know,
who would you take from Chelsea at the minute? Who would you want?
So
realistically is a good question. Because again, as I was talking to John, like people were wanting Rudiger, but that's not going to happen.
No.
There's no way we're blowing up the wage structure.
No.
Can't see it. You've got to be realistic here. Got to be so realistic. They're on huge amounts of money, but
Being American,
Mason Mount would be nice.
I would like to see. I'd like to see Pulisic. I do think he's being misused under Tuchel. Surprisingly, he was being used better with Frank, and he could play on the wings.
Yeah.
So that would be good because I don't see Almiron lasting past this year.
I can't either.
He's better than Murphy. Though I don't think Murphy is horrible. I think he has his place. It depends how much we spend. You know, if we go for a high expensive player, we might have to keep some of these other players. And they're useful, and Murphy has shown in the last week or last few weeks, he could do a job when called upon, when injured. Like I was saying, I wouldn't be surprised if, Callum Wilson or ASM, one or the other gets sold, only pure fact due to injuries, because we end up getting screwed each year due to these injuries. And luckily, we're fighting through it right now, and we can't rely on that year in and year out.
No, we can't. No, exactly.
So if ASM can't stay fit, if Wilson can't stay fit, like there's other players out there that are more durable. And plus,
and why can't we go for Rudiger?
He supposedly wants $400,000 a week.
Yeah, right. We've got the money.
Well, yeah, but then the rest of our squad is like gonna. I mean, they just like completely blow the wage bill out of the water. Like,
yeah, but we've got the money. We're the richest club in the world. Why not go out and get them?
Yeah, but if you give him $400,000, then
if you say to him, oh, well, a long-term project, we'll give you this amount of money, he will come. He would come for less money. I'm assuming he would, honestly.
Oh, anyone would come if you offer them the right amount of money. It's just you don't want to put $400,000 per week on one player.
No, but if you offer him $250 a week, he's gonna come for that.
Well,
under the right structure of, we're not going to go down again. We're not going to be bottom half of the table here again. if you sell him the project, like we did with
Trippier.
Bruno and Trippier, I think he will come.
He might, but if we're spending that kind of money, I'm looking for strikers, up front. I mean, because we've got a problem there. Moving forward,
we have. We have.
At
It's
the
like
back,
go on.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's like I've said it, John said it, Paul said it, Barry said it. Right. What we need in that club now, we need Shearer and Keegan just to go out there and say, right, we've got a project to get top 4 within 5 years.
Right, you send Warren Barton to Chelsea to talk to Rudiger, and I'm telling you, he would come to Warren Barton.
You send Shearer there as well. Send Shearer, KK there.
Yeah,
Well, they should already. I hope they're already doing that, getting ambassadors. I assume it's being worked at in the background, and it has been for a while. Every time I've heard Shearer talk, these whispers of it, how much he can do with his, current position, I don't know. But you would hope they're using all the resources they have.
Exactly.
And they're not dumb people, so I'm sure they are. So that's why I'm really excited if we could secure before April and we could start working on these pre-contracts just to see who has been working in the background. Because do we still have that Celtic guy? Is he still helping out?
I'm thinking.
No, he's gone.
He's gone.
No,
Okay.
I think it's been Ashworth. I think Ashworth's been working while he's been on a gardening leave, looking at players, looking at where we need to strengthen.
You're on about Hammond, aren't you?
Hammond, yeah.
Andrew.
Yeah.
So he didn't last long, did he? He didn't last long, did he?
No, he's gone.
They should have kept him though. I mean, he did. I mean, for all the complaining people are doing, turns out, I mean, he did an okay job. If Ashworth, I've read reports, at least here in the United States, that Ashworth, they could be as late as next year before he can come in, depending on if they could work something out. Because Brighton are holding out for money, which they should. They should get as much as they can get, but I also don't think we should overpay either, because we've proven before we did it without, a technical director, and I wouldn't give them $10-15 million, because that could be a good player,
Exactly.
an upgrade. So
Yeah.
And then next year, realistically, I'm looking try to get 10th.
I think if he's already been agreed.
It has? Okay, so I'm not aware of that. I don't get all the news you guys have.
I'm not sure it's been agreed before he even left.
You see, we've already got our first transfer over the line now anyway.
Well, yeah, Target. So,
yeah,
which was awesome.
That's a £50 million transfer fee. It's been agreed. So
I would. So if they haven't paid for Ashworth, and Brighton was asking $15 million, if you had told me Target or Ashworth, give me Target, I'll wait 6 more months for Ashworth. Because we needed a left back.
No, I'm not sure Ashworth has already been agreed. I could be wrong on that, but I'm not sure.
It's a 4-year deal he signed. So
he has signed. It's been agreed, yeah.
Yeah. Target's coming for £15 million.
Yeah, I've heard that as well. That could be a done deal.
So that's a good buy. And
have you heard anything, John?
What's that, David?
About Ashworth? Have you heard that their fee has been agreed?
Thing is, apparently he's on gardening leave. The latest I've heard that he is going to be on his way, but it could be either this month or next month, apparently. If not, it could be in the summer.
Yeah, but I definitely heard that Free's been agreed with Burnley and Newcastle. That's why.
Yeah, it's definitely
why he
coming.
left.
It's just a question of when.
I would take Ashworth in the summer just to give him because there'll be the talk between him, Amanda,
My dad.
yeah, and Piff,
Ryan.
yeah, and everybody there. You see, Eddie and Ashworth will do that together and go, right, we need to strengthen defense.
Ben Salmon's only in the background. He's not actually on the board. He's just in the
Right,
background.
so let's say, right, Ashworth says to Eddie Howe, right, how much do you want to spend? So let's say Eddie Howe says, right, let's spend £250 million, and I want to strengthen here, 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 and here. Right. So out of them 5, we want 2 strikers. Would you get another keeper in, Andrew?
100%, yes. I've been critical of Dubravka only because I'm not convinced his foot injury. Sometimes he plays indecisive, and when he's indecisive,
Be right back, guys.
he makes mistakes. And in the game before, I didn't get to see much of the game last week, but the game before, he was holding his foot like most of the game, and he wasn't as decisive as he was. But the last 10 minutes of the prior game this week, I didn't see him hold his foot at all, and he was like balling out there at the end. I mean, he saved us the 3 points. So, I mean, he's going to be, 31, 32? He might even be older than that. He's getting up there. He seems to have this chronic foot injury.
So he's only 31.
And every time he goes on international leave, he gets the foot injury again. And God forbid we have Darlow. Then we're left with Darlow and Woodman. And I'm not really a fan of either of them. I think we could do better in the goalkeeping. So I think he needs someone to challenge him, but also it comes back to the Wilson ASM argument. Like, we can't have too many people getting injured because we've been fighting through injuries the past few seasons, and we need quality. We need to start working on depth, I guess.
He's 33.
33. Okay, so I mean, that even makes me even more sure that I would, I personally was hoping they would get Dean Henderson on a loan in the
I don't want Dean Henderson
winter, just because the style of play. I mean, he could play out the back.
He battered his wife.
Oh, okay. Well,
I don't want him.
I don't know. I don't know all the stories. Again,
Yeah, he's like Greenwood.
Okay.
Listen,
Well, if that's true, then I mean, you could change my mind. Again, I don't get all the British media over here in the United States, but we do need someone that can play out of the back, because I think eventually that is his vision. And Dubravka is a great shot stopper. He's been doing better with his feet recently, which is good to see, actually. But long term, I don't think he's the solution, and it would be nice for him to actually have someone to really challenge him. I think he's gone unchallenged. He might be even better if he had someone pushing him, because Darlow's not pushing him.
Get Donnarumma.
I tell you what, though, if he does come, he has to be a number 1 keeper. He cannot. I know he cannot be second fiddle.
What's to say that Dubravka can't be number 2?
Well, Donnarumma is the elite keeper. Elite.
And Donnarumma can be our number one.
Exactly. Donnarumma. No problems at all. I have Donnarumma, but as long as he's the number one keeper. And I'll tell you what, if Donnarumma signs for Newcastle, then I'll tell you something. That would be one of the best signings in the club's history, in my opinion.
What price tag would you think it would take, John?
It'd take about between 50 and 60 million. He can want a fee. He's on a 5-year deal. So you're talking at least 50 to 60 million quid.
Yeah, problem is we need that for like
you need that for a striker. Or
You can get Zapata for less than that.
Yeah. I mean,
we can get Zapata for 35.
Yeah, but Zapata's aging as well. Like this, if we were going to get him, this was the time to get him in this transfer market. Like I was hoping they would strike that deal. And I don't know what went wrong. Apparently they had it, then they didn't have it. But now I don't think they may go back in for him, but I don't think it will happen. I think they'll have more choices. Like I think given the striker choices they had in the winter, he was awesome. Like he would have, I'd love to have him, but I think the summer opens up a lot more opportunities, and now they'll have longer to scout. They'll be able to, be more shrewd, I think, in their dealings. They'll have time, which they didn't have. So if we get Zapata, I won't complain. But then again, our squad is already kind of older in the Premier League, and we can't keep getting older. Like at some point, we do have to get younger. Trippier is not getting younger. He's awesome. Dan Burn is. We need to get younger in specific areas, and really our youngest area, again, midfield. Who would have thought? So the key areas for me are the areas where we have older players. We need to bring up younger players, understudies. Even if we don't get this, I would bring in a star striker, because we need someone to put the goals in. And I wouldn't mind paying for a younger striker. Was Ekitike the one? Maybe. I don't know. I understand his reasoning. If I was a player and I looked at our position, I would have been like, yeah, I don't want to, but then again, Bruno took a leap of faith, and now, it depends how much he's going to cost. And, if he's still interested, I've heard rumors he wants to stay in France. We'll see, with
the Ekitike deal, what it was, the fee was agreed, but he didn't want to come because he didn't want to up sticks halfway through a season. And could you really put pressure on a 19-year-old striker? Could you really put the pressure on that young kid coming to the Premier League?
Well, I don't think the plan was for him. Unfortunately, Callum Wilson's injury has gotten, it hasn't recovered as we all hoped. So I don't think the plan would have probably been to bring him on slowly. That didn't happen, and I'm not even sure if Wilson's going to play again this season, him or Trippier. So
Trippier is going to play. He's back in the next few weeks on the grass.
Okay, that's good news. That's definitely good news.
He's treatment. He's got treatment next week, and if that goes all right, he's back on the grass in the next couple of weeks.
But I think the plan was Wood was like a stopgap to get to Wilson, and then Wilson and Wood maybe play together potentially, and then Ekitike could be brought on slowly, but none of that happened. We just suffered injury after injury, setback after setback. So, that's why I said earlier, I think Wood, it was a good signing because at the time they didn't know we were going to go on this run. So
Exactly.
he was an insurance policy, and he weakened Burnley, which actually Wiggers got pulled off today. Surprisingly, he wasn't having a bad game, but they pulled him off in favor of Jay Rodriguez. Yeah, he
What
didn't.
was that final score? Don't tell me.
It ended
Don't tell
up.
me.
Oh, don't tell you. Okay.
I'll look on the Sky Sports website.
It's on BBC. It's match of the day now. Match of the day in a minute, so you can watch that.
Hang on. Oh, 2-0 Brentford. Yes, get in there, Brentford. Sorry.
Yeah, they got an extra one at the very end. It was a good game. Unfortunately, yeah, you guys couldn't watch it in England.
We can, but
you have to do
but
special things.
Exactly. Which I can't say on stream.
No, I got you. I hear you. Yeah, I've talked to John about this. Being in America, it's crazy how I can watch any game in the world.
Newcastle could make a shock move for Tottenham striker Harry Kane.
No way!
We're not fucking won him at fucking Newcastle. Fuck off.
No.
Where's this to, Davey?
It's on the One Football app.
Oh, where's it coming from? Like, who's the source?
Yeah.
HP. Family source. It's coming
Caught
from
offside.
Caught offside.
Yeah, I don't.
You not leave Spurs. You leave Spurs for only one club. That's Man City.
Yeah,
exactly. Man City. Yeah.
And I wouldn't pay the fee required to get him. £200
million.
Yeah, I mean, we want to stay in financial five.
The Times has also said that there'll be a bust-up between Eddie Howe and ASM in training.
Yeah, I'll tell you why. Because ASM is a freaking bull hogger.
Because ASM wouldn't do the training session that was required to him.
Which means pass the ball.
I could believe. I can believe it, but then again, and unless you're like in the locker room, who knows the story. I take those with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Thing is, right? The club's not going to tell you what's happened as a bus stop, anything like that, guys. They're not going to come and tell you. They won't.
No, it's just time.
But it's gonna happen one day. It's gonna happen one day. It's gonna come out in the wash because at the end of the day, we as fans don't want to be hiding. We don't want to be left in the dark in this thing. But if it's a bus stop between ASM and whoever it may be, it needs to be sorted out anyway. It needs to be sorted out very, very quickly. Otherwise, what's going to happen
ESM isn't happy being here anyway. He's already said that. He's not happy. He's not happy here.
Well, you look at his tweet last season, right? Right. Look at his tweet last season, right? I'll stay here for one more season. If we're in a relegation battle by the end of the season, I want to leave. Well, GFYSN.
I'll just say that, right? I'll just say it's like watching Romelu Lukaku when he come out and said in December the Sky Sports Italia. He said that he wants to combat it in Milan, right? And he asked Lautaro Martinez asking what's it like playing in London, and Lukaku turned to him and said, "You stay. I'm coming back. I'm coming. You stay, right?" And Chelsea are in a good position to be top of the table, but the moment he did that behind Chelsea's back, then I've got to be real with you guys. The season's over for Chelsea. They were not going to win the league because Lukaku done the Cardinals thing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
If ASM's done that, if he did that to the Keep newspaper saying that he's not happy in Newcastle and they keep reporting back, they can deny all they want, then he's done. He is done. Because the Keep newspaper in France are not daft. They're normally correct. They're normally correct people. You know what I mean? We're trying what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But that's
I know they're going to Dubai next week after the Everton game.
Yeah.
They're flying to Dubai after the Everton game. So,
which will be good. Good for them. But I do give ASM the benefit of the doubt. I mean, he single-handedly mostly kept us up the last 2 years. So, I mean, and he was clearly the best player in a squad. Although that was always a concern, appointing Howe with his history. You can go back and watch his that team tactics regarding his Chelsea win. He talks about how he needs all his players to play a certain way, and he expects, them to follow instructions, track back, do all this stuff. Well, we know Maxi's kind of a luxury player, flair player, so
Exactly, yeah.
he flourished under Bruce because Bruce would make him
track back.
But Howe expects some of that. So in some ways, we've looked, I don't want to say better, but more cohesive without ASM, even with Murphy. But
yeah, true.
ASM would have converted some of Murphy's. I think he's a better finisher than Murphy, despite Sean Longstaff saying Murphy is the best finisher at the club. Yeah, I don't know where.
Not really. If you look at the first goal against Brighton, off the post, who was there? Fraser was there, right? So Longstaff is saying. So Longstaff is saying that Murphy's a better finisher.
No, this was back in September when Bruce was the Bruce was the manager. They asked him who's the best finisher at the club, and he said, "You won't believe me, but it's Jacob Murphy." Which, since he said that, I think he's hit the post like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
So cursed him. But like I said, I think Murphy has a spot. To me, he's like Kraft. They're useful in the sense that they will do a job. They're somewhat versatile, even though you don't want Murphy ever defending again. But if you had to, someone got injured, he'll go out there and do it. He'll do it. And he won't complain about it. He'll just go put his head down, do the best he can. He's on somewhat lower wages, so we need some of these people that are on lower wages, because you can't just bring in. We can't just bring in Rudiger and just blow up. As much as, even if we can afford it, we don't want to be in Everton's position in 4 or 5 years, suffering under financial fair play because we were rash.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I totally agree with Jade earlier. That's why I said I think I'd do 4 or 5 at most, but in key positions, and I would try to get younger, because you want to. We're just too old, and I'm kind of interested to see how Kellen Watts comes.
Read that.
I can't read it, mate. You have to send me over on. Oh, Newcastle doubts a Mexican centre back.
He may not. Maybe he won't play the rest of the year.
Newcastle have been handed a fresh setback. The very official ASM. Eddie Howe has confirmed that the forward missed a match day due to illness. He has doubts over whether or not the 24-year-old will be able to recover from his ailment in time for Magpies' next Premier League match. Oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it?
Very.
What do you take from that, John?
It says he's going to miss out against Southampton, but does he mean he's going to miss the game against Chelsea? That's the thing.
I think I saw on Twitter he's on the train going down to Chelsea. So we'll see.
Maybe.
We'll see about that, but we've got to find out at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock tomorrow. I'll be on the watch along 1 o'clock tomorrow, people. So you got have you say?
I'm doing one with Dave tomorrow as well. We're doing the watch along tomorrow as well, and on Thursday as well.
Is that you and Dave? Yeah.
Yeah, because
nice.
Dave's my new co-host, one of my new co-hosts.
Cool.
Right, Dave. What's your lineup and your score predictions? We'll we'll get that going. What we think.
Right, my lineup is Martin DeBarker in goal.
Yeah,
My right back is Javi Manquillo,
yeah,
Fabian Shaw, Dan Burn, Matt Target.
yeah,
Bruno, Shelby, and Joe Linton.
yeah.
Murphy. No, Fraser. Fraser on the right. Wood in the middle. And ESM on the left.
And your scoreline.
2-1, Newcastle.
Okay, John, what's your lineup and score prediction for tomorrow?
Okay, the back and goal, and the right back on McKeel. On the other side, it'll be Target. The two centre backs will be Share and Dan Burn. Midfield three will be Joe Linton if he's fit, John Joe Shelby, and it's a hard one. If Bruno, I like Joe Willock, mind. I had to stick Joe Willock in there, so I got to find a way. So it'd be Joe Willock, and I think Bruno had a good game, so I wouldn't be surprised if he played on Sunday. So it'd be Bruno, Joe Linton, and Willock. I think Shelby needs to rest because he can't play 3 games in 3 days. And up front, it'll be Ryan Fraser, Chris Wood, and if he's fit, ASM. And the score, hard to say ones each, but do not be surprised if Chelsea win the game by 2-1.
Andrew?
I'm gonna say they're gonna keep Kraft, Shar, Burn, but I wouldn't be surprised if Lascelles comes in, gets rotated in for one of them. Left-handed, I'd target. I would replace Shelby for sure.
Yeah.
So Bruno, Willock, and Joe Linton if fit. If Joe Linton's not fit, that's an interesting. He's not going to change formations. So,
No.
I mean, what do you got left? Trying to think right now off the top of my head.
Longstaff.
Yeah, I don't rate.
You can't play tomorrow. You can't play tomorrow. Not on this game. You cannot.
I don't rate Longstaff, which is kind of weird that they're extending him, but I'll trust Hal on that one. Then I would play Frazier on the left because I don't think ASM would start. Hopefully he's on the bench, and then Murphy again. Although I'm a little concerned with his fitness because he's played so many games in a row, and so I would not be surprised if Almiron takes someone's spot, just because.
Didn't say that because Nathan will not like it.
It's just
the thing is, right? If he plays Miggy, Longstaff in the team, right? We'll just wave the white flag. We may as well because you know how much I love Eddie, but you can't have any free hits. You can't have any free hits.
Mickey's coming back to his. I would say he's coming back to his best.
I don't know about that,
I'm not sure about that, Dave.
I just don't want to run them into the ground right before we get to the international break. Like, just get everyone healthy into the international break. And some of these guys have been playing more games.
They're going to Dubai after Everton.
Right?
So.
Yeah, but we got one more game, and I would rather rest people this game to win. I think beating Everton at home is more doable than I'd rather 3 points at Everton than 1 point at Chelsea. I mean,
Everton's away.
I could be completely wrong, and we could pick up 3 at Chelsea. I mean, we could pick up 3 at Chelsea, and then 0 at Everton. But it's football.
Thing is, right? I mean, you got to go with your strongest teams you can. I can understand, playing your weekend squad or whatever.
I'm going to be greedy. I won 6 points.
You got to play your strongest team. We're on the floor. Just keep them there. Keep them there. I know people say, "Oh, we got Everton. It's all good," and you got Everton. You got Everton game in mind, okay? But you got to keep going. You got to keep it going over the floor. Yeah, keep the same
Yeah.
squad. At least
Yeah.
make 1 or 2 changes with Kudo right back, take off Kraft, and then take out Shelby, and then bring on, if he's fit, Joe Linton, and have it like that.
But if Joe Linton's fit, who do you play? Oh, you Longstaff. If
he's
Joe Linton
fit,
isn't fit.
If Joe Linton's then they just play Shelby and bring Shelby back. I can't trust Longstaff in a game like this. You cannot play Longstaff in a game like this. It's not playing many games.
Shelby looks so tired there.
You could play Mickey.
Miggy, I'm not sure with Miggy at the minute because
No, not for me. Not for
me. Miggy's been out for so long, David. If you think when he came,
you'll give you 100%.
When he came off the bench on Thursday, he was so leggy because he hasn't had the match time. He looked so leggy.
I still think Mickey could do a job against Chelsea.
Nah,
okay,
not for me. Sorry, but you got opinions are good, but not for me.
Yeah, I mean the person I'm most worried about right now is Frazier, just because he can't make it through 90 minutes because he gives everything he's got.
Yeah, it's true. He does.
So I don't want to see him get injured because we're going to need him, especially if ASM is whatever's happening with him. If he's not going to, I mean, if we lose him for the rest of the year, then you losing ASM, you losing Wilson, you got losing Trippier. I mean, like losing, they're just dropping like flies, And we do have a few of easier games coming up after the international break before we run into the April, before Burnley. So, I mean, I'd love to be safe I'd love to win these next 2 games, and then everyone gets injured and then that's fine. Like, cause that's 6 points.
We haven't got much of an easy run after the international. We've got Tottenham.
Yeah, playing well.
But we got winnable games. Like, I think we could beat Wolves. I think we could beat Norwich for sure.
They're a poor team. You don't beat Norwich. I mean, at the bottom.
Well, we did.
We did. But I think, like I said, guys, you got 31 points. I think we beat Everton on Thursday. That takes it to 34.
Right.
And one more win after that. Then I think
we're done. Yeah. I mean, that's why I'm putting all the. That's why I would put all the eggs in Everton.
Then we've got.
Because I do agree with you. I think we beat Everton, and then we beat Norwich. That's the end.
Wolves.
Like, we don't have anything to worry about.
Exactly. We've got 3 home games coming up. We've got Palace, Wolves, and Leicester.
I think we can also beat Palace. I think there's a decent chance. Leicester is hot and cold. Depends which one we get.
Palace hasn't been scheduled yet, so we don't know when that's going to be.
But we beat Everton, which I believe we will. Then
and we've got Leicester
because of Barney in goal.
Yeah, I definitely want Shelby ready to go for Everton, just for a free kicks.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you see, but as we're saying though, with the squad of the minute, everybody's saying
we've got Liverpool to play as well,
No, what it is though, right? Everybody's saying we're down to bare bones.
Arsenal.
We're not down to bare bones yet. We've got
certain positions are concerning.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
unfortunately,
it's the attacking positions. Though, if Bruno says he can't score goals and then scores those kind of goals that he just did, I mean, we'll be fine. He's like,
exactly. It's like
we've got Arsenal the second last game of the season.
So
if Arsenal got top 4 wrapped up, that could be an easier game than on paper than it. I mean, we could luck out on that one if they have nothing to play for.
Yeah, maybe.
But we've got Liverpool and City to still play.
I tell you, we need to be safe by the time we play them, mind. But then again, what are the chances are getting something out of those games?
Of course, if Burnley keep losing, nothing matters because.
Is City away or are they at home?
I mean, we're still 10 points above Burnley, so that's we got over 3 games. They don't have a game in hand anymore. Their fixture list is easier than ours, but they couldn't beat Brentford, so I mean they're in deep. They're in deep. I think they're in deep trouble.
Burnley and Norwich are definitely down.
And Watford, they're talking about sacking Hodgson already. So
really,
yeah.
Where is this? Where did it?
I was reading it on the internet. There's concerns amongst the players and staff that he's going to get the sack if they don't win. Not that. I mean, it's Watford's MO. Like, not that. I mean, they made a mistake. Like,
we've got Liverpool at home on the 30th of April.
They made a mistake with that appointment because they're trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. Like, I mean, that team was not a defensive team, and they put in a defensive coach, and I feel bad for him. Like, he should just stayed retired, but
There we go, people. Right, just read this now on the mail. Just read the headlines. Right, Oliver Holt. Chelsea vs Newcastle is a game that turns the stomach and embarrasses our nation's sport. The Premier League have become a haven for the dirty money of despots, tyrants and gangsters. Moles, it's time we got our clubs back. That's Oliver Holt. I'm now
tell him to go and do one.
I'm going to do a clip of him after the game. After I go to the gym tomorrow early. And I should do a content of him. And let's be real, it's not going to be pretty.
You see, it's like Paul's been saying all the time, right? These journalists just want to get a rise out of our fan base.
Exactly.
Well, that's why you just ignore them. I don't even respond to any of those on Twitter. Like, just walk through.
So yeah, I put a post up, right, of me on the PlayStation winning the Premier League. And I got, you only won the Premier League with blood money.
You see,
that's all I got, blood money.
You see, people don't realise now. Yeah, we're being backed not by fucking blood money, by oil money. It ain't fucking blood money; it's fucking oil money, right?
No, but they're saying we've got owners that are murderers. I was like, well, that's politics. I'm a politics side.
So can you say the same against the City owners then?
And could you not say that against Chelsea owner? Because
Chelsea is different because they're owned by one person.
But Russia's trying to wreck the world. So you could say that against Roman Abramovich.
Yeah, but Chelsea's owned by one person that benefited. So
not anymore. They're not. Not anymore.
Well,
they're not.
Yeah, but we're owned by the Sovereign Wealth Fund, which is supposed to be owned by all the people of Saudi Arabia. So, and it's to benefit them and make money. So to me, it's a little different. It's you're not comparing apples to apples. Like, not all people in Saudi Arabia are, they're just painting everyone with a broad brush.
Yeah.
Whereas you can kind of get away with that with Roman because just one person, and you can trace his bank accounts to whatever he was doing and how he got his money. I mean, he robbed the people. He robbed his own. I mean, he robbed his own people to get his wealth.
The reason he's been sanctioned is because he was giving metal to the Russian military to make tanks,
right?
And he's in with Putin as well, and he's trying to say he's not, and he is. And the government have found out that he's in with Putin, and that's why they've sanctioned him.
Well, I read somewhere there was a good tweet someone posted from 2003 when this takeover happened. They wanted more scrutiny on the owners and directors test, and apparently it didn't happen. It was just rubber stamped through. So
yeah, exactly.
It was an interesting article because I wasn't following the Premier League in 2003, but to go back and read it now, it's in parallel to our owners and directors test that took 18 months at least, or who knows what the hell was going on.
You see, it's not that, right? Right. Why it took so long for ours was because of BN Sports. That's
Well,
what
that
it was.
that wasn't easy.
Illegal, it was
That-
illegal. It was the legal issue of the illegal streaming by BN Sports. So they sold about a 10 billion figure for them.
Yeah, but now the PSG owner, I mean, he's up for corruption charges, going to prison. I mean, so
So was Messi years ago for tax fraud.
So I mean, no one. I mean, once you get to the top of the this kind of money, I mean, no one's squeaky clean.
Exactly.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
See, they're showing that thing on Sky Sports with Sancho and that's Sanchez and Luis Diaz. And how can you not say that was not reckless? Honestly,
it's just Mike Dean.
His foot right was that high, he could reach the moon.
But they didn't even send it to VAR. Like, he didn't go to the monitor, did he?
No.
VAR looked at it,
And it wasn't reckless enough.
And they agreed with Mike Dean that it wasn't reckless enough.
So what happened to the days of suspending officials, like, for these?
That's gone.
I mean, yeah, Mike Dean could have missed it. Let's say he missed it. But you have replay. There's no excuse. Like, I mean, you have all the cameras. Like, so those people should be suspended. Like, I don't want to see those people.
Well, I'll tell you what. Tomorrow morning, they'll have Dermot, former referee Dermot. What's his freaking name?
Gallagher.
Yeah. It does the
Watch
on Sky Sports News, right? He will say that is a red card offence.
He will.
He will do.
No doubt.
But
that is absolutely totally reckless.
Yeah,
honestly.
Mike Dean should have been called to the VAR monitor, which has been introduced this season for the referees to use the pitch side monitor more, like they do in the States. They use the pitch side monitors mostly all the time over there, but over here they go, yeah, okay.
That's so true.
Go to the monitor and they're going, then they do that and go, red card. It's like, just use the monitor every fucking game.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I don't understand. Although our football sucks over here, so I mean, it could be worse.
Soccer, you call it.
Now, didn't soccer term start in Britain and then you guys switched to football? Like, isn't soccer?
China actually invented football.
Okay. Because I referee American football, like NFL type football. Yeah. So,
you and Dave have an interest.
Yeah. It's not an easy job being an official. That's all I have to say.
Andrew referees.
I would have given that a red card twice.
Andrew,
Dave, referees the NFL.
No, the American style football. I do the high school, which is
okay.
Which is huge over here. Oh.
Yeah, I do. I used to referee football in Northern Alliance League and Northern League and all the lower leagues.
So it's a hard job. So I don't criticize refs like
Oh, I
you
do.
know.
I do when they make a mistake because I
I
can
mean,
when they make a mistake, I can point blank see the mistakes that I make, and the mistakes they make are ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous.
but yeah,
Likes of Mike Dean this afternoon. That was an absolute mistake.
well, he has a lot of those.
He is a mistake. He's a mistake waiting to happen. You're muted.
There you go. Right, I remember Paul, and was it Anfield or SJP when he looked at Mike Dean and Mike Dean goes when
Liverpool.
when Hayden went down in the box with a head injury and Mike Dean just went play on.
Yeah, that was Liverpool.
And then
it's all about him. Mike Dean, it's got to be about him.
It is. It's always about Mike freaking Dean.
That's crazy. I can't officiate games in my little region, even at the high school level. But like in the Premier League, they can go wherever they, like they live in Liverpool. Just give them.
No. The rules are. This is set out by the Premier League and FIFA. A hometown referee can't referee that town. But though, when we faced Liverpool,
that's the same in the Northern League. See, because I couldn't referee race of Blythe Spartans because I lived in Blythe.
Right. Mike Dean came from the area, so by law, he couldn't referee
that game.
He couldn't referee that match, and that is set out in stone by the Premier League and FIFA. So, like,
but the referee balled it up.
So let's say,
Premier League,
like you live in the States, right? So let's say one of your referees comes from LA, right? They can't referee the LA Rams games,
right? Yep.
Or the LA Galaxy.
Or the
ML, MS. You
right.
Can't referee the team that is in your where you live. Yeah, conflict of interest. Yep,
that's the same law just over here. But though, that day when
the Premier League screwed
corrupted.
Up.
You see over here with us, with the Premier League.
See, was the Everton game, right? Mike Dean's on VAR.
Let's see. I can't remember.
It's all about you, Mike Dean. It's all about you.
If you go on the Premier League website and then you go on to, it says.
Are you all right there, John?
Yeah, I'm just listening, man. Hopefully I get myself to bed in a minute, man, because I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning, so I'll wait a bit, but I'm listening to you.
If you go on the Premier League website and you go on to
what's your schedule for the next week then, John? While Dave's doing that.
Yep, I'll do the watch along tomorrow, and I'm gonna try and do the review with Jade if she comes on Monday. That'd be fantastic. Do the match preview as well at the same time. Tuesday is the John and Macy show. Wednesday it'll be the Toon Debate. Watch along on Thursday and Friday. I would there's no matches, isn't there? There's no matches. I'll probably do like couple transfer updates.
Right, well, assistance tomorrow is David Coote is refereeing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
Ian Hansey, assistant, with Nick Hoppins. Fourth official is Michael Salisbury.
I've never heard of
John Brooks.
That's not too bad then.
That could be worse.
No.
On the 17th,
Coots is a good referee. Coots is a good
17th
Yeah.
is Craig Pawson in the middle.
Pawson ain't too bad either.
Assistants is Lee Betts and Dan Robinson. Fourth official, Mike Dean.
Oh, dear.
VAR, Stuart Atwell.
Atwell's all right, but Mike Dean is fucking for official. Fuck. We're screwed.
Don't trust this ref.
No.
Don't trust Mike Dean.
No, nor do I.
But
He's a-
Mike
he's a
Dean,
cra-
Mike Dean lives near Liverpool. So why is he anywhere near that game?
It's ridiculous.
It is,
Yeah,
mate.
they-
It is.
I just don't rate this referee at all. Never have done.
You see, I would rather have Dermot flipping Gallagher back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who was that bald one we used to have? Howard Webb. I would love him back as well. I would love to have Howard Webb back as well.
He was good, man. To be fair,
Howard Webb was brilliant.
I wasn't really a fan of his. Howard Webb.
He wasn't what I call.
He was all for Man United.
No. He wasn't what I call a card referee. If you know what I mean, he wasn't always putting cards out. You know.
You let the game flow.
Yeah, exactly.
Sims, I don't like Stuart Atwell either.
Atwell's all right.
He doesn't like Newcastle either.
Dave. No referee likes fucking Newcastle at the minute.
Anthony Taylor does.
Right, so I'll do my team quickly. Martin Dubs in goal. Then we'll have Manquillo, Shaw, Byrne, Target, J7, J8, BG39. Then we'll have Murphy, Wood, and if fit, ASM. And I'm going 2-0.
fair enough.
I'm going 2-0. Because I can see Chelsea being ragged.
We need to get the lead, though. We need to
they're
get on them early.
They're without
Payment.
no, they're without
Money.
They got injured. 2 minutes. I got it up.
We know that Reece James ain't playing tomorrow.
Yeah, he killed us the first game single-handedly.
Reece James and the number 7. What's his name? Conte. Is it Conte?
Yeah.
N'Golo Conte. N'Golo Conte. He's not fit.
Huh.
So that means then they'll be playing Havertz tomorrow.
Havertz is not fit.
Jeez.
That gives us a little bit of hope. About that much hope.
So they'll be praying that Lukaku shows up then.
Yeah. Right. Don't
And
forget,
Werner's
guys,
not fit either.
who isn't fit?
Werner.
I'll tell you what. Werner hasn't played since Thomas as took over.
Oh yeah, so if Lukaku doesn't show up, they're royally screwed then if Vermeer's not.
No, because they'll probably play Pula. They'll probably play a 4-3-3 strikerless role, which they played against.
And there's a late fitness test for
Hang on,
Joe Linton.
hang on a minute. They played 4-3-3 strikerless against
Jorginho for them.
What team was it?
Test.
What team was it? They played 4-3-3 strikerless against, and they absolutely battered them. Palace, because they didn't have where was it, Lukaku fit, and they played a 4-3-3 strikerless, which is stupid, really. Right, guys. We're going to end in a minute, but guys, please do like and subscribe. I'm only, I think I'm 3 away now from 50 subscribers. Just double check my channel.
Yep, done and done.
Don't mind stages ago.
Yeah, I'm 3 away now, guys. 47 subscribers. If you want to give anything to the channel, guys, I'm not monetized, but I do have Stream Elements link on there. I've got my Twitter link on there as well, guys. Please do go and subscribe to the legend, John Sinclair.
Thanks very much.
Subscribe to Level 7 Dave as well. Do you have a channel, Andrew, or?
Nope. I'm just I stay out of that. I'll come on if asked, but yeah,
and right. My schedule is tomorrow is the watch along with David, and then Wednesday is my match preview with David again. And if anybody wants to come on, guys, DM me on Twitter, and I will send you the link. Thursday is the watch along with Dave again for Everton. And then probably Friday it will be another match preview against. Are we playing?
We haven't got a game next week.
No, we're done. We're done.
That's it.
We haven't got a game next Saturday, next Sunday.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we got 6 points, and we'll be talking about transfers.
Oh yeah.
Because Palace got postponed.
Talking about transfers, guys. Me and Dave will be doing a transfer show all through the summer transfer window, guys. Talking about who's coming and who's going. If you want to come on, guys, you're more than welcome to. This channel is for banter. It's for all about Newcastle United. And it's also helping Dave get his confidence back as well. That's why he's a co-host of my channel. I asked him tonight, does he want 4 people in or 5? He told me 4. So that's probably done tonight. And also Dave's helping me out as well with my channel, trying to get it out there. Just like John has, Barry has, giving me ideas. I would like to thank Jay for coming on for the first time, and Andrew for the first time. Thank you, my friend.
You're welcome. Pleasure.
Pleasure.
Yeah, because I have been hit by trolls, as you know, John. I had another threatening letter.
John is
I had another threatening letter last week.
John is working on it any time. He knows that by now.
Oh yes.
And Andrew,
I got jumped last week as well.
So guys, please go and do subscribe to John and David, guys. It is free of charge to hit that little red button. This is a journey for me.
I do suffer from anxiety.
I am a southerner, but the Geordie family have near enough taken me in now. Near enough.
I'm a real southerner. I just don't have the accent. I wish I had more of a southern U.S. accent.
Hello, Tony. How are you, buddy? That is one of
Tony the Red.
Tony the Red. He is a
That's
mod
what
on
Dempsey
John's
calls him.
channel. He
Tony
is a
the
mod.
Red.
I dyed my hair for the Manchester United win. Just had to celebrate it.
Yeah. Tony is a mod on John's channel. So, right, John. Please promise me you're not in court in the next 2 weeks.
I shall not.
Has your trial not ended? Like, how long has it been going on?
About a month.
Months.
But you see, he keeps on doing Man United content.
Yeah,
And then he
but
goes
That was
and does a
the thing
watch-along.
was, I can't just stop you there, right? I mean,
Yeah, go on,
that's
John.
the first time I've done. Well, I would say first time, but I just thought it was a bonus watch along the did, so I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Right, and
Yeah,
not
of
only
course,
that, I
mate.
could have done the Burnley Brentford, but there's no links for it to dear. So what I've done that instead. So I thought I'd go along with that. I could have done. I'll just do like Leeds and Norwich as well if I wanted to, but obviously
Yeah.
Clash of the game. But
Yeah.
I'm going to do the Champions League one as well soon. Could be Madrid, Bayern Munich, whoever's on there. So I've got to
Exactly.
do it. So yeah,
he's
It's
just
like-
scouting.
out there, man.
He's getting his knowledge for the transfer shows.
Yeah, he's in it. Yeah, he's in it.
Hey, never I could do the Italian football, so I'll do Serie A. That's no problems at all. I might get someone in Serie A expert to come on my show, and I'll do that. Do the European roundup too.
Yeah, but though, guys, please do remember, me, Andrew, Dave, John. It's all banter, you know.
I'm not bullying before the trophy. I'm not bullying John.
I know.
No, it's all banter, guys. We all love each other.
I love John.
In
John's
this
my bro.
in this fan base,
John's welcome to our fan base. Even though he's a red.
See now the only problem is casual viewers believe that and then come on and troll John. So that's the only the only thing.
Yeah.
Like it does. I feel bad.
It's
for that.
like I say though, guys. It's all banter in the end, guys. If John couldn't take the banter,
He would tell them.
John wouldn't have 2 point whatever it is K subscribers on his channel, guys. And
if he couldn't take the banter, he would turn
What's the
around
point?
and say, right, it's
what's the point?
it's getting too much. Then
I had someone today, right? I mean, I think Tony must have come or now must come in and said,
look, John. Sinclair love.
Yeah, there.
Macy will keep calling Tony the Red.
There's a few people unnecessarily.
We all love John, and John knows that.
Prodding him earlier today.
Yeah.
So
love you, bro.
Yeah,
love you, Odds. Love you, everyone.
you see,
Top people.
You see,
all dead close to John.
I've known, I've always told people I would love to go to SJP, but though you've got that north and south
Divide.
still going on, and if a southerner goes up there,
Big up, Tony.
you're going to get killed. But though,
And Maisie as well, because Maisie's feared.
but though, guys, right, I've been supporting this club for over 25 years, guys, and like John and Dave and Andrew, we bleed black and white, and we always will do.
Yep, cut me up and I'm black and white through and through.
Exactly.
That doesn't mean though you better be careful because I would buy a Sunderland shirt and troll you guys. I just
I would fucking ban you. I would ban you. Trust me.
How dare you mention? How dare you
That's
mention
why-
their name in
that's
this
why
stream?
John better be careful. I'll just get a Man United shirt and like.
Yeah.
I don't care. Like football, like I told John, football is football.
Yeah,
like,
Yeah, it is, mate. Yeah, but
That's
guys,
How
if
dare
you
you
do
mention
wanna-
that name in our stream?
if you do want to,
Sunderland.
if you do,
That's
if
dirty
you
name.
if you do want to give something to the channel, guys, I've got a link to my tip page. If you want to give something to the channel, guys, it is always more than welcome, guys. It is there.
Goes for new equipment.
and if you're ever having a bad day, just turn on Sunderland until you die, and then it'll feel much better.
I would rather
Hey,
watch.
come on.
I would rather watch The Big Bang Theory.
Now, I will say, since I'm not from England,
I'd rather watch.
I'm starting to feel sorry for them because I was not around when the Derbies both were in the Premier League. So, it is kind of sad to see them continue to fall.
Can I link and speak? What do you mean, Tony? What do you mean?
Well, heading off now.
No. It's all right. Let him. Can I link and speak?
Send them the link.
But not.
Oh
Shimmer.
yeah. The link is in the chat, Dave. Tony. The link should be above Ruby. RB Silver Gaming.
I did get myself away,
All right, then, mate.
mate. It's all right because we're past 20 past 11. I've been up since 5, and
Good
but I'm glad I'm here. So, but guys, thanks for having us on anyway. See you guys soon, and thanks for having us on.
You're more than welcome, John. You should know that by now, buddy.
Thank you, man, and catch us on YouTube tomorrow, guys.
And also, thank you, John, for the support you've been giving us.
No
Through the,
problem,
through
no
the
problems
trolls.
at all. No
Let
problem
me
at
just
all.
put the link back on there again. They are Tony.
I have
See you later, John.
I
I'll see you tomorrow.
See you later, guys. Take care. Ta-ra.
Bye bye.
They are Tony. There's the link for the StreamYard.
I'm going shortly because my iPad's going to die.
Always the same with you. You in it, Dave.
Yes. It never lasts. A full stream.
Yeah. If you click the link there, Tony, that should bring you in, mate. Yeah. So
We've been on 2.5 hours. It has lasted 2.5 hours.
As Barry says, it doesn't matter about how long I go for. It's the viewers that I get. You see, when I hit the 50 subs, I'm gonna go for the big 100, and then I know that I'm doing good content.
Do you do any pre-recorded content or mostly live
No,
stream?
it's live.
Okay, cool.
It's all live. It's all live on this channel.
Yeah, it's all live. It's like I said, tomorrow we've got the watch along, and then Wednesday it's the preview with me and Dave.
if I get up in time. You seen the time? It's 11:20.
Dave,
We can't have at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
I don't go to bed till 2 in the fucking morning, and then my landlord gets me up at 8 in the morning. So
Fuck that! I sleep.
So I only get six hours kip.
I was waiting for Tony to see what he had to say, since I'm sure it was probably about Sunderland. Or
send me the link. Hang on then. Tony, if you go to private chat, I'll put it in there for you, buddy. Is Tony on Twitter?
I don't know.
Tony, are you on Twitter, mate? Can you send me a private chat with your Twitter link, and I'll send it via Twitter. if you've got a private chat on there, send to me via private chat, and I'll send you the link through.
Hey Dave, what's your channel?
It's in my name.
What's your YouTube channel?
It's in my name.
Oh, it's just your name?
Yeah.
I can't just send it to you because Right. The link is there, Tony. The link is below you.
David McGann at NUFC TV.
Okay.
The link's below you. Just
There you go, mate. I just gave you subscribe there, buddy.
All right, thank you, mate.
You're welcome.
It should be a Newcastle badge.
Yeah,
let me make sure.
Jason done my brand for me. My
I'm waiting to get a badge. I'm waiting to get a badge made.
Ask Jason to do it for you.
Ask Paul because Paul's fiance does it.
Oh, Susan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's a graphic designer. She's really, yeah.
Yeah, she's supposed to be doing me one.
How do I send Tony a?
I don't think you can if you haven't got Twitter.
Let me try and find him on Twitter.
Oh.
This is going to be fun. TONYBE. I just spell his last name.
I got about 5 more minutes, so we'll see.
B-E.
There he is. Is that him?
Okay.
Is that him? Is that you, Tony? Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
Hello, how you doing?
I'm doing fine, mate. You?
I'm not bad. How are you?
I'm fine, mate. Welcome on, man.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm not deaf yet. I'm not deaf yet. I might be 43 years old, but I'm not deaf yet. Yes, mate. Yep. Hey.
You'll need to mute. Yeah, you'll need to mute your YouTube. Otherwise, it'll echo. When you're in the.
My YouTube is muted.
No, Tony's, I think.
Oh, Tony's on YouTube, is he?
First.
I'm not getting any echo here, this side. Are you getting any echo, Dave?
No.
No, it's fine, Tony.
I just can't hear Tony.
Okay, cleared up.
There we go. Yeah, so how you been, Tony? Or Stu?
Can't hear him.
I think he's on mute.
Are you on mute there, buddy?
I'm going to have to go shortly because I'm on 5%.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got to take my dog out in a bit anyway. He has to go for his walk. And feed him as well. We can't hear you, Stu. I'll have to remove him while he sorts his mic out. Hang on. Why are we getting a crotch shot?
I don't want a picture of his chest.
Well, are you on mute there, Stu?
There he goes. Your camera's off now, but I think you're still on mute. Oh,
Oh, this is fun.
Hello.
so Dave.
Just call.
Oh, hello. There you go.
Hello.
Hello, mate. Can you hear us now?
I can
Yeah,
hear
yeah.
you now.
Can you hear us now?
We can. Yeah, we can hear you. Hang on a minute. I've got my fucking headset on the wrong fucking round. Wait, I've been-
God. But you do a John Sinclair and have your headset the wrong way around.
You've done John
Yeah,
Sinclair,
exactly.
have you?
I've had a Sinclair moment. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Listen, you hear my voice, but you can't hear my face. What were we discussing, by the way?
Newcastle and Chelsea.
Newcastle and Chelsea.
Score predictions.
Right. I think it's going to be 1-1, right? 1-1. What do you think it's going to be?
2-0.
2-1.
2-0 to who?
Newcastle and Wood and Bruno to score again.
Man,
And
2-1.
Bruno's going to play. I don't even think Bruno's going to play, to be honest.
I think 2-1 to Newcastle, and it'll be Fraser first, then Wood.
You're
And
watching.
You think Wood's going to score?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're living in dreamland, man. Wood's not going to score.
That's what everyone said last week. That's what everyone
That's
said
what
last
I said
week.
last week, and he
Oh,
scored.
he's not going to score. He's not going to score.
Wood's not going to score. I hope you're going to score, but nice.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
I think it's going to be 2-1 at Chelsea, but I hope it's going to be better than that. No.
Right. I'm heading off now.
Right then, mate. I'll see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
Right, Neighbour.
And I agreed with your original prediction. Is it Stu, or do you want to be called
Good night, Andrew.
Tony? Good night.
Lads, Dave.
Okay, good night, Dan.
Right,
Good
buddy.
morning.
Call us
Good night, mate.
Tony.
Tony, yeah, I agreed with your 1-1. I think it'll be 1-1. And
Yeah, it's gonna be in my opinion, it's gonna be a difficult game. I think it's gonna be 1-1 is basically saying lucrative, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, it all depends what Thomas Tuchel plays tomorrow. If he plays a full squad out tomorrow,
Yeah.
then all depends if he plays Kepa in goal. Or
Well,
Mendy
if
in
he
goal.
plays Kepa in goal, then it's advantage.
can we
you know what I mean?
can we change our
Yeah, exactly.
can we change our predictions? I'm assuming he's
Shot
not.
Lenny.
It will probably be a Mendy in goal.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna go with
Mendy will probably be in goal. I would have said, to be honest, like Mendy will be in goal.
Yeah, definitely Mendy, because look at the Mickey Mouse final. Kepa went over the fucking crossbar. 15 penalties each, and then it went.
Yeah, I see, mate. I seen that, and I laughed at what was the final before that? It was the David De Gea, the Manchester United final, where before that, and then they had the final before that.
Oh yeah, it was the
They
Terry.
had like 10 finals before that. You know what I mean? And then it was like the final before that.
Yeah, it was the John Terry fall against Liverpool in the Champions League final, where he fell over on the ball on the run up.
Yeah.
You see, but there is doubts about the game though, because Chelsea players aren't being paid now.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Because obviously with Russia and everything like that,
Yeah.
I don't even know
Yeah.
what's going on. Like, do you know what's going on?
All of Chelsea's accounts have been frozen.
Frozen. Yeah.
Yeah. Barclays have frozen all their accounts, so the players aren't getting paid.
Yeah. So
So-
what's happening is it's
Well-
it's such a weird situation, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, so far the game's going ahead, but if the players
Right.
say they don't want to play because they're not getting paid, they have to forfeit the game, and we get the 3 points straight away.
Yeah. So we heard it. Did you see we get the 3 points straight away?
Yes.
What we
Yeah.
get the 3 points straight away?
Yeah. If they can't fulfill their fixture,
Yeah. So
No.
yeah. If
No,
if
that
the
doesn't make
players
sense.
if the players say that they don't want to play because they're not getting paid their wages,
Yeah.
they'll forfeit the game to us.
Right. Do you forfeit the game to us?
Yep.
Really?
Yep. It's 3 points straight away to the Toon Army because
Oh my
they don't want to play the game really because they're not getting paid, are they? Really? So
Yeah. Can you believe that? That is ridiculous, isn't it?
I think before that they would call up their youth team. They would do something. I don't think.
Well,
they
no,
would.
they can't. Like, you can't recruit out there. Your youth team. You know what I mean? You can't rook out your youth team and say, "Oh, we'll play you." You know what I mean? Does it make sense?
I mean, they could.
even the youth team aren't getting paid either.
Is that true? The youth team aren't even being paid?
No one's getting paid. But if you're a youth player and it's the choice of the
Yeah.
game or not game, I mean, it's a chance to show your skills to potential.
Is that
other-
down to
other
the obviously Roman Abramovich being like obviously Russian and everything
Yeah.
like that? Is that
Yeah.
why?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we will see tomorrow morning. It'll be interesting.
It will be because if you think, well, all the fans have gone there, they've booked their hotels, they've booked their bed and breakfasts,
Well, exactly.
and then to hear at 10:30, hello, yes, the game's been cancelled. You got 3
Yeah.
points.
Yeah. Shocking, really, isn't it?
But
Have you
really,
to go to
if
the
you-
away game?
if you think about it though, right, you've got the fans up there now sitting there going,
I mean, I'll take 3 points right now.
yeah, and me as well. So would I.
And then just
So
have a
would I.
fun day out in London, and just do whatever you want. Like party.
Dan,
Yo,
Dan, are you booked away to go to the away game?
no, because I am a full-time carer.
All right, I see. Sorry, I didn't realize that. To be fair,
I'm a
you
full-time
full-time
carer.
carer. I didn't realize that. To be fair.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
So
So
when's the game? Sorry,
it's tomorrow afternoon at I think it's a 2:30 kickoff. I think.
2:30.
Hang on a minute, I can soon tell you. Football
3 p.m. for you guys. I think it's 10 a.m. for me.
fixtures tomorrow. I think it's a 2.
So
I can
2:30.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a look now. Chelsea Newcastle. 2 p.m. is the time that we boot off.
Oh, we got daylight savings in the U.S. coming up. That's why. Okay, totally.
Listen to this, right? Chelsea face a resilient Newcastle side after owner Abramovich was sanctioned on Thursday.
Dan, Did you want Man United to win?
I don't talk about the red team on this side, mate. That is all John Sinclair.
To be honest, I always want Man United to win. Sorry, to lose. You know, so
Well, that is John's channel, not mine.
yeah, basically, I wanted Man United to lose, and then I was hoping for them to lose, but yeah,
No.
didn't they win like 2-1 or something like that?
3-2.
2-1? Is that right?
3-2.
3-2.
Yep.
A Ronaldo hat trick.
What was the extra goal? 3. What was the extra goal?
Ronaldo hat trick today.
You're joking. Oh my god.
No, Ronaldo hat trick.
3 goals.
Yep.
Yeah.
The first one was really good too.
I heard it was a good goal, like, but I
Poor
said he was
defense.
finished. Obviously, yeah. I don't know. Obviously, he's not finished. You know what I mean? It's it's one of them things, you know.
Roy Keane is saying Ronaldo's a genius.
Take a week off, come back and score 3 goals.
Right? If you put a football on his head, then he'll score. You know what I mean? He's one of them things. But
Oh yeah.
the way we're going, we can't go forward with that sort of like striker. You know what I mean? We need like a Joe Linton. You know what I mean? Like pressing from the front. Like
it's not that though. Like when you brought in your manager, Ralph Rednewick, why was he playing a 4-2-2-2?
Well, exactly.
Why was he
Ronaldo's
playing?
like that Ronaldo is basically like a luxury player. You know what I mean? It's like we couldn't play Ronaldo in our formation. We couldn't. We just couldn't. You know what I mean? He's a luxury player. You know what I mean? He's the kind of player that we couldn't accommodate. You know.
Yeah, true. But though, now it's gone to a 4. What was he playing today for a tactic? Not too sure. Was it 4-3 something? I think he played today.
I will say they look better without Fernandez. Was not playing, so
Bruno.
yeah, it was an entertaining game. I'll give it that.
Oh, bye, Tony. Yeah, right. He's
Well, if he's gone, then
yeah. I'm going to end it,
man.
Yeah, I'm going to end it as well because my dog is waiting to go for his nightly toilet.
Yeah, no problem, man. I'll have a good one, and
you are more and you're more than welcome to come back in anytime, buddy.
Appreciate it, man. Take care.
If you're hang on, 2 p.m. our time, you'll still be in fucking bed.
Nah, I'll be up. I get up all the time. I think it's at 9 o'clock for us. Let me see. It's normally at 10.
Yeah. So, if you want to come in at half time, if you DM me on Twitter, I'll send you the link for the halftime chat.
Okay. Yeah. Let me see what's happening tomorrow. We'll see. There's so many people doing the game. It's crazy.
Yeah. There's John, Paul, Barry, me.
Yeah. Paul's hilarious, but
Yeah, Shovey, you bald, beautiful bastard.
Yeah.
All right, mate. Yeah, you're more than welcome to come on anytime, buddy.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Daniel, and good luck growing your subscribers.
Yep, cheers, buddy.
Yep.
See you in a bit.
Care.
All right, guys, and I will see you all tomorrow afternoon, guys, for the live watch along. Until then, guys, peace out, guys.